Hello, everybody, and add
And then
percent.
I said, "Oh, we're live."
Yeah,
Okay,
we are
sorry.
live.
I
And
know I was joking.
hold on, add
Joking.
percent.
Almost full ad percent.
Almost
So
full add
close.
percent.
So close.
So close.
But yes,
Devin
hello,
here failing
everybody,
us, apparently.
and welcome to um, the Scrub Central live qualification race at number 15. And
Featuring three of the Zelda symbols,
I believe ad percent
or
has been
high-end symbols.
completed, so we can re-reveal them. We are featuring Chimpanree, Timmy Two Soup, the Light Sword, and Dare Devon X, as I've just remembered. I need to open up Live Split. No, we are not updating right now. But yes, joining me on commentary today, we have Slower the Demon and
Hi.
Hitting Hero. How are you guys?
Hello. I'm good. How you
Um,
doing?
I'm here at the last minute, so
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also suggested an emote in the Scrubs Discord if you want to check out what I put in there. I think it's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too fitting, really. We all love it.
It's great. Lens and hash. Oh, indeed. Also, if you want to check out the Discord, make sure to join the Discord.
But let's be honest. We're here for the last qualifier.
Yes.
Who's
The
betting it's the worst seed yet?
No game audio. That's because I need to switch over on here. I need to select. It's the bottom left, isn't it? Oh, and we're off.
Oh, looks like we're off. Okay.
Tunic War.
Well, so far, for some reason, Chimp and uh, Soup was a little bit behind for me.
Uh,
I think for this one, usually I go for the purple, but here I think I have to go for the deep red of Light Sword for Chin.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like red's one of my favorite colors. I gotta give it to the red. Gotta give it the light toward here.
Got a whole load of nothing in my dose.
a little bit of
Good
health, a little
start
bit of
already.
money.
Yeah, not enough money to matter at least.
Y'all ever wonder? I wonder how many Mitos houses get open each day in OOT randos.
Who knows?
How many people are playing OT Rando is probably the easier way to answer that.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I mean, imagine skipping my dose. No one would ever do that, right?
Never.
Never.
Well, we've gotten a bunch of money. That's starting to make me think that Kiri might almost be just barren.
It may be barren, but we could do early Deku if we know B1
Yeah.
skip.
Thanks to the
Indeed.
sword chest, there is enough money for that now.
So again, it could still end up. We could end up just having something on the Storm's Grotto, and we're just getting super debated here.
Yeah, like we haven't seen a hint stone yet. We don't know what's on the way of the hero. We don't know what's foolish.
But it looks like Chip is going for the Lost Woods here, or just for the hint to think. Yeah, Sunsong. So Sunsong Grave was a big Poe bottle.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't hate it. I personally don't, at least.
Really depends on whether or not that's the first bottle and whether it's required.
That is true. So it looks like literally everyone is going for the early Deku route here. I don't blame them.
I mean, Deku usually has something, and
Yeah.
even if it is a stone, we don't know yet if AD is required.
Yeah, I mean that's the worst you get, is right. The worst you get the floor. This is that you get a stone, and it's a the ceiling is that you get like a bunch of items out of it.
That was
The
trail
MT
foolish.
is foolish.
You like to see that.
Yeah. That's a good couple of checks you don't want to have to do.
Especially when I like to see early on, because like when it starts to get really late. Also,
Frogs 2 is the
basically
claim
dead.
check.
Well, we
Frog-
know that's dead as well, thanks to the other hint there. So
Yeah. So we will
It's
not
a-
be picking up the claim check today.
Yep. Timmy is first in the Deku tree, clearly ahead. 100% gonna be clear winner here. But first check, just be hard. Yeah, that would be pretty funny if if it was a vanilla big golden sword. Though I don't think I've seen that happen yet.
What's more
I've never
like?
seen it come up.
What's more likely, vanilla, the Goron sword, or Baron Cack?
Yes. Like I'm pretty sure they have. I think they probably have about the same chance, to be honest, because the big Goron sword can literally show up anywhere on the map. Oh, Rudo's letter.
That's pretty way of the hero.
That's probably required.
Yeah. I know what I would do if on this period. I'd probably go straight. Well, yeah, I'd probably go straight to Zora's Fountain and at least unlock that. Even if I don't have Zelda's Lullaby, it's still something good to do. Because once you do find Zelda's Lullaby, or you find Hover Boots and you know how to do the strat.
But I hope that Jab was a medallion, apparently.
I mean,
Nah,
letter doesn't open up just Jap though, so.
Yep, we're always there hoping for that ZL and ice.
Ziel can never be in ice.
That's
I
the
know,
joke,
but you've
I
got to
think.
run with the meme. You've got to run
Yeah.
with it.
So I think the bigger joke I've done is where I end up trying to play ZL thinking I have it. I think I've done that
You
more
mean
times.
almost every seed where ZL comes late?
Yeah. Like ZL is never early or never late. It's always on time.
Just like
Except
everyone
when you're
joining
in-
the stream.
Exactly.
Part of me would laugh if this ends up being, if Deku ends up being the Kokiri Emerald.
The Kokiri Emerald, you mean?
No, just the fact that it's a vanilla stone.
Hmm.
And as we all know, that would mean the question, is this even rando?
Yes. The simple answer is yes.
I think we hope so at this point.
Yeah, I mean, right now it does look pretty rando, but
Yeah. I mean, again, could be worse. Could have a OOT teach you beer shield.
then we would be telling everyone to stop racing.
We'd also be laughing quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, it's mainly
Yeah.
because it means that we would know that,
Someone fucked up.
yeah.
It's me getting set up with
To be honest though, Mirror Shield on Ocarina of Time might actually lead to a nicer seed than most of the quals so far.
It's true.
Yeah,
Perfect.
but at the same time,
You
that
want
means
to
that Song Sanity is
me?
on, and
Still very possible to be nicer than the other quals we've had.
It's true.
hmm. Yeah, meanwhile, we've got Timmy and Devin going in to fight Gomer. Chimp managing to get the B1 skip, and Light Sword having some difficulty.
B1 skip's always more difficult than it looks when you see it on
Yes.
restream.
B1's
The angle is more precise than you expect it to be, really.
Yep. So for Goma, what do you guys go for? You guys go for the 1-nut or two-nut strat?
I always go for the 2 just to be sure. Usually,
I tend to do a 2-nut strategy.
Yeah, I typically also go for the not 2-nut, but I go actually for the 1-nut strategy.
and that was
And
the shadow medallion we got as well.
Nice.
oh, nice.
Quite a useful one.
Yeah, very much useful.
With Light Sword now trying to take on the Scrubs. So you did manage to get the B1 skip. But that was as you were saying?
I was gonna say the only reason I go for the 1-nut strategy because every time I go for the 2-nut, I never get it. Like, I don't know if I'm just cursed with it or if I'm just messing something up. Probably the second one, but still.
We more or less got a refund on that Deku tree as well. The amount of money we spent going into it, we got back.
See where everyone's going once they leave the forest here.
We've got Daredevil X and Timmy 2 Soup both opting for the
Straight
market.
to the castle. Well, it looks like Laxo's missed the 1 cycle there as well.
No.
Yeah.
Always a little unfortunate. Oh no, is that a 3 cycle?
Yeah, it is
That hurts
unfortunate.
a little bit. That hurts a
Well,
little bit.
Light Sword ended up losing their power crouch stab
Yeah.
as they swung instead of stabbing or throwing a nut at the.
Contemplating buying a shield, but not got the 80 rupees currently, so Devin's just buying more sticks.
So, Cass, starting with the Ocarina, I don't think would change pretty much anything, seeing that we pretty much get it in the first you can get it in the first 2 minutes.
But I mean, imagine removing the possibility of potato skip. It's Fire Temple foolish there.
I know that the boss key chest in River Temple is hinted as well. Colossus left hand is a small key.
And
Harold Castleway, the hero.
Alright, so that probably means ZL's on. It might be ZL as vanilla, and then or it could be Requiem or Sorry songs. It could be a lot of different songs, I guess, but usually when it's Way the Hero, it's typically means it's ZL. Sometimes you get a very niche cases, but not always.
Devin's going for the early adult play, which is interesting. It's a nice variation compared to the rest of our runners. We've got Light Sword going South Hyrule.
I'd say I'm not sure I agree with the early adult just yet. We've just found where the hero Hyrule Castle. I think we should at least get that song first.
Hmm. And we've just been given our medallions. So we have a foolish medallion fire.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just means the boss key's on highest Goron or hammer chest.
As Sacred Forest
Yeah, it's-
Medal also becomes Way of the Hero.
It it is a Jason seed, so we're expecting something that form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does sound like a Do Your 3 song.
Oh, sometimes we just don't want to do our.
I mean,
Sure.
imagine just blindly following the meta. And I think
Skull
that was
Mask is
Skull
dead.
Mask is dead.
That was a Skull Mask is dead.
Yeah.
That's always a nice hint to see.
Also, apparently, our way the hero is Weird Egg. Clearly, Todd.
Shuffled items can't be Way of the Heroes. Sorry to burst your bubble there.
Oh, that was the joke.
I mean,
That was the joke.
given that the way of the hero there is almost certainly the song, in a way, the egg kinda is.
Hmm. Meanwhile, we have a butter knife. What does
And that's a bomb bag on Richard.
bomb bag on Richard? Damn. Song of Time is at Minuet.
Yeah, Bombay on Richard's pretty nice, if I don't say so myself.
So we know that Song of Time can't be the way of the hero in Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yep, the whole being hinted separately.
Mm-hmm. "30 Skulls" is also dead.
Are we sure this is adjacent?
This is a
You know
Jason
what?
seed.
Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna take back those words because last time I said that, I got completely fucked.
I mean, there's a lot of seed left. There's a lot that can be trolling us there. Did either of you catch what was on the Ruto's letters location there? I just couldn't quite see it.
No, I did not, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't. Looked like possibly a Highland shield, something. It looked. That's what it looked like. It looked like something not too important.
Chat saying it might be a heart piece.
Yeah, it wasn't anything too important from what I could tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's Epona's song in the windmill.
And Andrew is a
you like-
stingy bitch.
You
Andrew
know,
is always a bitch.
Yeah.
Even if it gives you a good item.
That was another Death Mountain Trail foolish.
it's definitely foolish.
Mm-hmm.
Can confirm.
$200 just for fishing up a fish. Sounds like a good trade.
Sounds like an awful trade to me. You know, I'd rather have a hook shot, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it took me all of 5 seconds. I should, get rewarded for that, to be honest.
Nah, who needs
Yeah, but
rewards?
If that was the case, it'd mean that this seed was starting to look like a jet seed, and a Scrubs qualifier can't be a jet seed. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, it can.
Last time there was a jet seed. Sorry about that. There's a hook shot down there. Oh boy. The last time I saw a jet seed happen, it was also a Jason seed, and it ended up being that Deep Shadow was the hard required. I was like, wow.
That's Requiem at ZL.
Mm-hmm.
So quite possibly we're the hero there.
Yep. So
I would, if Hyrule Castle is on the way as a hero, I am checking Requiem right now.
I could appreciate doing Lon Lon Ranch first, just get it out of the way so you can forget about it,
True.
and then play Requiem, get the song, and say quit to Forest Meadow.
And that is true, no sling or rang for it, so
yeah,
maybe just
So,
check the song first.
maybe.
I think
Yeah.
the song is definitely worth checking before worrying about doing Spirit Temple itself.
It might just mean that. Actually, wait, no. Lens logic is. No, it could just mean
20
that
Gold is dead as well there.
20 skulls is dead.
That's one of our sometimes hints.
This is not a Skull Central seed. What is going on?
Again, I'm starting to doubt that this is actually adjacency.
It's fine. There's plenty of seed left for Jason's influence to be felt in.
Yeah. Hyrule Castle, most likely the way of the hero here.
20 skulls hint was in the Boulder of Destiny.
So our destiny is not to do skulls. Got it.
Also, Cat cannot be barren this seed because we have Serenade on Lon Lon.
Do we know what Prelude is?
No, we do not.
So you're saying there's a chance.
What, for Cat to be barren?
Opponents. Yeah, no,
Cat had
opponents.
opponents.
Yeah, Keck had opponents, so it can't actually be Baron. I mean, it could be, but at least what I like to call pseudo Baron, where it's like, if one of the items didn't really lead anywhere, but it's not even but it was there just to make sure it doesn't be considered like Baron. I like to call it pseudo Baron. Basically, might as well have been.
Might as well be barren, but it wasn't.
So I've got Chimp there debating whether to go to Lake or Colossus.
Chooses Colossus.
I agree with the choice of going to Colossus just for the song here.
If you also get to peek it, you get to peek on top of the windmill. And you also get a hint.
I think that was a bomb on top.
Whatever it is, because I can't tell what it is. The Dongo's Cavern. Is on the way of the hero.
That's Stone DC as well, it looks like.
And there's Nocturne.
I'm still waiting for the ZL on OOT.
You want the L on OOT.
No, I don't want it. I just think it's gonna happen. Is all.
Yeah.
I'm firmly of the opinion that ZL on OT is just too obvious. That'd be too nice for the seed.
As Lightsword picks up their explosives from fetching Richard the dog.
We have Chimp spending all of his money in the shop rather than saving any of it for Lost Woods.
Sticks are important. As are the nuts. and maybe they know they can pick up more money later on.
Also, looks like Lightsword is bringing along George the dog over to Bongshu bowling or what?
Always a risky moment, is that? That dog can kill you so easily in there.
Very easily, yes. It's kind of ridiculous.
And time for the resident sleeper. Wait, is Nightbot no longer in? Oh dear. Oh dear.
Strong.
Are they going to have to shout at me now?
Isn't sub counter mod only command?
Don't know. Also,
I
one moment, I
think
need
it, to be
to...
honest.
I accidentally fucked up the... Hold on. Undo. Oh, I can't undo.
I feel like 36%. That's about accurate so far, I think. There's been too much BS here so far.
River is on the way, the hero. Always a fun one to see.
Hold on.
With explosives so early as well. Quite easy to get
Everyone
to.
shout at me. Go on, just shout at me.
Dang it, Sonic. How dare you do a human mistake and not be absolutely perfect? Was that good enough?
Alright, and we are back with the timer.
I was wondering what we were supposed to be shouting at you for, to be honest.
Everything.
That's
River.
fair, that's
Wait,
fair.
saw the river wave the hero?
Yep, it was one of the Lost Woods.
Car over here coming in with the 5 gifted subs. Already gifted 64 subs to the channel.
Are just here raising hype for this final qualifier.
Yes.
Yeah, clearly.
And as she says, because she can.
Yeah, clearly she wants Scrubs Papega to be a thing.
What was the hint that Lightsword just saw?
I missed it.
I think that might have been the river hint given where he is.
That was Boulder of Destiny, so that was...
Oh, right, that was... I can't remember which one was there, to be honest.
Neither can I.
I think it was one of the random sometimes hints in there. And
Was it 20 skulls?
Now.
Was it by any chance 20 skulls?
Quite possibly.
There's Aziel.
See, this is why
Not
you do
a
your 3
huge
song.
surprise, to be honest.
Yeah, this is why you do your 3 song.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why you rush Way of the Hero, Sacred Forest Meadow.
And Sean's
As
going to
Valley
be...
is bullish as well.
Sean is not going to be happy. Because of the song that usually is played at the Gerudo Valley.
What was? Are we getting a hint for one of the places one of those sometimes having Song of Time?
Yep. And that's a second Hyrule Castle Way of Hero hint.
Yep, and that's well for our last Way of the Hero.
And yeah.
Well, meme here.
I'm kind of expecting storms on AD at this point.
How is Bottom of the Well a troll? I don't think Bottom of the Well is troll at all.
That's Mirror Shield in the Goron piece.
Personally, I think you're gonna almost always do well almost always. Like I can't think of any time you wouldn't.
I'm curious as to
Even
how you're ahead of me on on what you're watching.
try restarting or try.
I ahead there. I'm sorry about that. I'll
okay.
try a quick refresh. If that doesn't work, I'll just have to sit about and wait a while for everything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly. Get them refreshed then. There we go, all of them have been refreshed. I forgot we used to have vanilla lens with. We had a vanilla lens with the hero at one point. Oh,
Yeah. So looks like Devin buying the magic beans, having that knowledge about the hook shot, smart choice.
I like this play.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah. With the knowledge of that about hook shot, this is definitely not the worst play in the world for sure.
Mm.
I'm not sure if Devin has the knowledge that River is way of the hero yet, though.
I don't think they do. I'm
Well,
not.
also,
I don't believe so, but
It-
hopefully
Also,
they find something.
I give apologies in advance. My dog started barking.
So we've achieved doggo percent.
Just letting you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's making food and she's whining, and sometimes whining leads to barking.
The left hand is still a small key. And that's a pretty way the hero item. Finding the hammer.
Can't complain about hammering, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one. We've got Medallion Fire, so that would make sense as
Also,
way of the hero.
Apparently, the Skull Kids here are teaching Light Sword the Song of Storms here,
Yep.
or at least half of it.
He will need that song, but they're not quite good enough to be able to complete it.
Mm.
Unfortunately.
It's a bit like in Majora's Mask. In Vanilla, you learn part of Goron Lullaby, and then it gets completed.
Oh yeah, that's a pain in the ass in vanilla for Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I think that's why I like watching a lot of the glitched runs. There's like because in like the 100%, they SRM like the intro. That way you just completely skip that part. And the glitched 100%.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool actually.
That does look like it's only the hammer for River Way of the Hero so far, and it could definitely be a while before we see the Frogs in the Rain check.
Mm.
Yeah, and looks like Devin's going all the way back just to go get the chicken.
Yeah, lost the chicken just to check the hints, so I don't blame this play. Also, instead leaving the river.
I don't agree with this. I mean, you have Zelda's Lullaby, or maybe he doesn't actually have Zelda's Lullaby yet, but we know where Zelda's Lullaby is. If
You have finishing off the castle way of the hero, checking Din's Fairy here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, instead we have Chimp actually going to Zora's Domain, which again I really like this play. I think it's a good play. It's honestly kind of why I feel Open Fountain is still very good, or Open Fountain for adult at least.
Well, I just want to point you guys' attention to something that Scrubs Butler said, and
So
someone checked how bullshit the seed was. Scrubs Butler said it was 0% bullshit, as we find the winner heart piece apparently.
It is always fun to get a reminder that 0% is an optional response for that.
Yes. In fact, 0% is rarer than you think with Scrubs Butler, especially the more you use it. Especially, yes.
So the real question now, what is your guys' favorite trick that's used in OOT randomizer?
Ground jumps.
Ground jumps?
Ground jumps.
That's a tricky one, but just because of how much hatred is deserved of Mido, just skipping him is beautiful.
Yeah, I like Mido. I like Mido's good too.
I prefer Mido skip.
And also just the number of logical ADs that skip enables.
Yeah. Yeah, I think probably my favorite is just I just really like watching probably lensless. I'd say lensless and reverse wasteland, especially when you have no way to actually even access the desert.
I do want to point out, Chimp did just grab a fish. We might be getting a Jabu dip here.
I like the Jabu dip.
I'm not a big fan of it, but yeah, I mean, to each their own.
It's a medallion.
If we had
You get one
if we had
check.
Four's Wind, I would not argue. If we had Four's Wind and Magic, I would not argue with a Jabu dip at all.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's not a pleasant one to do when you have no Rang and no Fours or Magic.
How about an empty bottle?
2 bottles, okay. That makes Ice Cavern a much easier play.
Yep.
So getting Ziel pretty early and getting Rudo's letter is making me think that there might be something on Ice Cavern.
That was
on the right time.
That is lenses.
Oh, that is beautiful.
We are missing a sometimes hint.
So, what are we betting? We don't see either hand from Spirit Temple today?
Well, logically, we need a long shot.
Yeah.
And it also means that Requiem has to be Way of the Hero because it's logically required to get you the Spirit Temple.
Yep. I was trying to think of it for a second. Like, wait a second. Why is that? It's like, oh right, because you need that's only access Spirit Temple.
Mm.
And Spirit Temple is a medallion, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, our stones are Water Temple and DC by the looks of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. When you said that, it's not you said Wash Temple.
We do have Song of Storms though. That was in the graveyard.
That is a nice one to see.
Yeah.
Especially with Way of the Hero well.
Yeah. I can no longer see Water Temple as Water Temple. It is now Wash Temple.
It's where you go to wash, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you didn't take a dip.
You take more than just a dip.
That's true.
I mean, with how many random monsters are in that water, I'm not sure it's a place I want to take a dip to clean myself.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, given that you've got Morpher in there.
It looks
Fun to
like
see whether this Jabu dip is actually worth doing.
yeah.
I mean,
We also
it's a skull, which we know 10 skulls is dead.
yep. We're also getting Trent Pot.
And it was just a huge rupee. Not a huge rupee, a purple rupee.
Yeah.
Only a
So-
quarter of the value of a huge rupee.
So if a blue rupee is a bloopy, is a purple rupee a purple? A purple purpy?
A puppy?
Yeah, purpy. How about
We're just going to turn it into Richard the dog, aren't we?
yes? It's a
What was the hint next to that Deku Scrub?
That I think might have been. It was either the 20 skulls or the river where the hero, I believe. So I've got notes on the hints.
Yeah, Purpies.
yeah, purpies. Actually, I'm
That's,
gonna lie. That it sounds more like a disease than a puppy. Sound like a puppy or something. It sounds more like a disease.
Hmm. I think Chimp does know how bad the seed was yesterday, VXR, mainly because
Second bomb bag.
there's a bigger bomb bag, but also because in the race time, as we were starting, Chimp wanted to know who he was adding to the pentagram.
Mirror shield in the Goron city.
Yep, we have already seen that from Timmy, I believe, a little while ago.
Yes, we did.
Well, the good part is that that bomb bag is bomb locked so far until we find a scale.
Yeah.
Exactly. Clearly, okay. Herpes is clearly when you have is a disease of that you pick up too many rupees.
I can buy it.
I see what you did there.
Have a quick look here. I believe this is the Fairy Colossus.
I think that was just a
That was
piece
the
of-
Fairy in Colossus, and it was just a stecky stick.
yeah. And Light Sword looking at the top of Deku. Yeah, it was just the top of DC was just a piece of heart, right?
It's dead. We don't care.
Well, you know what? I care. Okay.
Someone has to care about all the junk in this game.
Yeah.
It's not me, but someone should.
Hmm.
Vote me for Scrub President 2020. Hashtag I care.
Hashtag because you care.
That would be my slogan. Hashtag I care.
Yeah. Also, that
We are gonna
bomb,
have-
that second bomb bag isn't scale locked. I think it's locked behind boomerang or slingshot, but at the same time we had a Series 0 bomb bag, so who cares if what locked the second bomb bag?
Well, it's bomb locked so far because of getting to Fountain by going up river using the bombs as a child. But I think it is in logic to hit that switch with a bomb as well, because it is a projectile.
Yeah, theoretically, I think it is. Yes.
I mean, no one likes doing it, but we do have Timmy going to We're the Hero DC now.
Mm-hmm.
That's another Song of Time on Minuet End.
What's on OOT?
What was that? What-
What's on OOT? We haven't yet seen an OOT hint.
Yep, so far we're missing OT and 2 sometimes.
One
hints,
sometimes.
I believe. One?
I count 7
apparently I haven't-
sometimes.
We did get a hint on Song of Time at some point. Like one of the places was Song of Time.
Mm.
And that's a bomb lock scale in Way of the Hero DC. Unlikely to be our Way of the Hero, but it'll be a fun one if it is.
Mm.
Indeed. Oh, second French Meadows ago. Okay. So that confirms that the ZL was definitely the way of the hero.
It had to be. We already had that hint.
We had that hint quite early. I can't remember what it was though.
Yeah. Like I said, I couldn't remember if Song of Time, where Song of Time was being hinted at, as I was saying.
A bow's pretty way of the hero as well, isn't it?
Potentially. More likely, probably more likely than the scale to be Way of the Hero though.
But then if that's way of the hero, where are the other bows?
Nowhere in sight.
Feels like it. A bottleneck. It kind of feels like a bit of a bottleneck in Forest, but at the same time, I'm not too sure. Like, I think
I'll
it's
be certain about it until we find that first strength.
Hmm. Yeah. Hopefully we'll find what OOT is. As Timmy goes ahead and does the ground jumps trick that I said that I loved.
I think also another one of my favorite strats is.
It's also a slingshot in DC as well.
Arguably one of the more less useful items. I'm not going to say completely useless, but less useful items than randomizer. Because it only.
So we currently have a Way of the Hero for scale, for the bow, or for the slingshot. Or for what is most probably strength 1.
Oh, strength. Strength is a fun Way of the Hero usually.
Well, I mean, seeing that we have, we have Spirit Temple medallion. There's a good chance, probably the strength. Seeing that there's only 3 strengths and we need 2 of them, so it's a good chance probably for the strength.
Either way,
as I was
Jason...
saying, Forest is looking good right now.
Yeah. I don't agree. I don't disagree.
I mean, Forest would be good if we had a hook shot.
We know where it is, and we already have access to beans. We've had access to beans for a while now.
Yes. We are seeing a well dip though.
Where the hero, well, it is a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, unless something's on Lake Hylia, um, or Lake Hylia diving in the lab, I don't think that scale is going to be way of the hero.
Oh, it's almost certainly not the scale, but
Almost
it's
certainly not.
worth mentioning it was found there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be Stone of Agony.
It can't be Stone of Agony.
I don't know what you mean. It totally could be Stone of Agony.
I mean, meme percent is always way of the hero.
Always.
Tell that to Shawnee.
It's fine. Shawnee's allowed to be wrong.
Yeah. We like our memes here at Scrub Central. I say that as
Memes is most of the basis for this community.
Yeah, I say we like our memes. I didn't show up the paper 8.
Yeah. Also, I do want to give big shout outs to finding that we found storms pretty decent. And pretty hot, I'd say.
Right, we know Fiddle's Wind can't be way of the hero.
I don't know what you're talking about. It can in very niche ways.
Also,
Probably not in this seed, it can't be.
Yeah, there's a very weird situation that Forza Wind can be way of the hero. It's very weird. I forget exactly the situation, but can have it be way of the hero.
But yeah, that was a loaded DC.
Pretty big, yeah. Karakami over here coming with another 5 gifted subs. They've gifted 69 nice subs to the channel.
Yes. So thank you,
I think we
Carrie.
know why that 5 subs happened when that's the total.
Yeah. Oh wait, there was double strength in DC. Oh, am I behind or something?
And irons in the well.
Somebody. Oh, a little bit behind you guys.
Well, that's a lovely one. And a stick upgrade. That's a nice one to find before heading to Dead Hand.
Yep.
Yeah, irons with stone water, and we don't know what OOT is still.
So at this point, what could it be?
Oh, it could be logical forest access.
Yeah.
As
In which case, where's Minuet? Or Xavius?
what's Forest Medallion? Or what's Forest Temple?
Forest Temple.
The Water Medallion.
It
That
could
was light arrows on adult archery.
could be Burning Keck then.
Yeah.
As Minuet, which means that Sarya-san could be on OOT.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have found those light arrows. We will need them at the end of the game, but not right now.
It's nice to not have to get the hint and go hunting for them. But yeah, not much use until that very end point. Unless some weird miracle happens and we have to go farming money.
We do know where a wallet is.
And killing Dead Hand was very firmly pointless there.
What was in Steve? Did Light Sword open up Steve?
I don't believe I saw it, unfortunately. I'm assuming he opened it up, but I didn't see what it was.
Neither did I. For those of you wondering, Steve being the chest that is with the chest for finishing Dead Hand.
We're getting the back of Lake hints right now.
Mm-hmm. Also, Bitsy saying, imagine orphaning adult archery and chickens. Ganon says that the light arrows are in CAC, and you rush chickens first.
Yeah. Kakariko, more like Cac W.
And that bomb bag in Jabu was hinted. Oh, that's gotta feel a little bad.
And that's the last hint. Other than the OOT hint.
Well, the one hint left is probably our worst one to be without.
Yes, we want to know what's on OOT. Please, tell us what's on OOT.
Nothing. Nothing's on OOT.
Well, OOT is not going to be required.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not required in general. There's nothing that it could be. Because, except for logical, it can only be a logical AD at this point.
Probably sitting in foolish Death Mountain Trail.
And I think of ways it could be AD still. I believe we don't have Bolero or the hover boots.
Nope.
That is one slightly possible way we may need. We may need that there.
We're also missing Saria's song with something on Skull Kid or Darunia's Dance.
That is true.
Other than that, it's only logical ADs that we can have now.
And Bolero AD was kind of died when we saw the hook shot in the graveyard.
Hover boots on the in the volcano, I think, would make it required AD for Bolero.
That is the only way Bolero can be AD.
Yeah, I was trying to think of any way that AD could be possible.
And
That's
so
why I mentioned Bolero and the hover boots. I say it's absurdly unlikely, but we've got. I mean, it's adjacency. We've got to assume it's terrible and think of what ways it could be.
I mean, I remember we were doing a co-op seed, and we literally last location the bomb bag because we forgot that you can use silver gauntlets to access the Goron Village maze because we didn't have any explosives. So that was a fun time.
Frogs, who is still the claim check?
Oh, good.
And Jason pointing out a nice rupees from Lightsword.
Nice.
Nice.
Let me press an X to Jason.
Yep. And
The frogs give us absolutely nothing.
yes. So I am going to take this opportunity to, as we approach the 1 hour mark, to do some thanking. First of all, thanking the runners. Oh. Hero!
Too fast for you. Deal with it.
Yeah, okay. We'll start with the trackers then. Our amazing trackers, Bitsy, iBot, Deadly Thunder, and Shawnee, without whom this restream probably wouldn't be possible. And the runners, Chimpan Reeve, Timmy Two Soup, the Light Sword and Daredevil X. And finally, my fellow commentators of Slower the Demon and Hidden Hero.
Also, my co-commentator Jello, my dog, she hasn't said anything yet, but don't worry, she will by the end of this, I'm sure.
It's fine. We're always willing to accept dog noises on this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's always gonna chime in. She does it all the time.
As long as the pepper is a good pepper, shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, we have Bo and we have Kona Song, so it can't be Sun Song on OT for the Big Po.
Mm.
Yeah, as Jason says, only Bolero or Saris could give us a potential hard AD, and both are incredibly unlikely at this point.
Or Minuet.
Shawnee, we may have hookshot, we don't have hover boots.
I didn't see properly what was in ATZ Grotto. Did you guys see?
Nope, couldn't quite make it out, unfortunately. So I think I just looked at it a little too late to get a good view.
Yeah. Now we're rolling around at the speed of sound on Timmy's side, and we're clearly rolling in water, so why is that flame still alight?
Because Ocarina of Time always makes sense, of course. Oh, chat is telling us Tektite apparently was nuts.
So useless.
And here we're just seeing a whole bunch of repeats from all of our runners.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. They all went, well, several of them went in slightly different directions. They're just catching up to each other.
Yes. And now, a very happy 1 hour mark. Happy one, everyone.
Happy 1 hour. Cedar's been surprisingly generous to us so far.
That feeling when you follow Way of the Hero Irons to AD and it was actually toilet the whole time. That would be pretty scary. That's a cool emote you're using there, Sean.
It is a cute emote.
Yeah.
Now that we are having a bit of a slow moment, even with Devin finally picking up the hook shot there, it seems worth reminding everyone that today is the final deadline for getting your hands on offline seeds for the tournament here. If
No
you
way.
are still missing one, it is well worth getting a seed as soon as possible, really.
Yep.
Well, can you tell me how may I get one of these offline runs?
Just simply jump into the Discord and jump into the offline qualifier requests channel and beg in any way you so choose.
The link to the Discord has just been provided by Scrubs Butler. And at any time, if you wish to join the Discord, just use !Discord. We'll share the link with you that way. If you are yet to join. It is an amazing community, very friendly people, always happy to help you when you need it. So please feel free to hop in.
Yeah, there's always people there to help with logic, how to do tricks, and to provide you with memes.
Yes. All of the memes. Nothing but memes. Well, maybe not nothing but memes, but you get the point.
No, memes is simply the founding pillar of this community.
Yes.
Then we have this game just to keep us together. It looks like we have Light Sword going for that second bomb bag as well.
Mm-hmm. What? It can't be my internet, can it? Are you guys suffering any streams? Yes, I know streams are
I'm
buffering.
not having any buffering issues at all on my end.
I'm not having any issues either.
Hold on. Just gonna quickly try and fix it. There we go. Yeah, it's most likely just my end, so... Which is annoying.
Looking at the streams now, it does look like I've ended up quite a bit ahead again.
Yeah.
Since we're just seeing repeats, I'll give myself a quick refresh.
Gotta give it a refresh too.
Yeah, don't want to be throwing out crazy spoilers to everyone.
Nope. Usually why I tend to watch either using my... Crying out loud. It's like this seed doesn't want me to be okay. It wants everyone to shout at me all of the time.
Of course.
Right. Yeah, no I'm just gonna shush.
Probably not the best plan while on comms, but you know,
I'll just
whatever
resort
you feel
to...
like.
Words are failing me, is all I can say. Words are indeed failing me. I don't normally have these internet issues, so it's weird.
Yeah, we do seem to be getting buffering on the restream again.
Yeah. I'm just hoping it's not just me buffering, because we want to bring you guys the best restream we can. So if I'm buffering, then we can't. Is Light Sword buffering for you guys by any chance?
Nope. He's
No.
perfectly fine on my end.
Yep, same here.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
For those only watching the restream, Lightsword is just heading to the Colossus Fairy. Not going to find anything really here.
Fly Audible and travel the worlds. Listen.
Hopefully, though, since they are all catching up to each other, we might manage to get
Settle back. We've
some
thousands
new
of
checks
destinations
here soon.
to explore. Treat your ears to an epic stay beyond the wall. Travel long haul to Mars. It'll take your
Where's the
breath
hook,
away.
please?
Also, while we're waiting for that, how have you been finding the
How's the city break in
qualifiers so
Gilead
far?
sound? Everyone's
Been running
welcome.
many of them?
Whether it's a spellbinding trip to Hogwarts or traveling back in
I
time
personally
to ancient
haven't
Greece, we'll
been
get
doing
you there
any
in
the
style.
qualifiers.
There is another way to get away.
Me neither, to
difference
be
is
honest.
audible.
I was planning to, and then laziness happened. But
It,
fortunately, it looks
it-
like the restream can't see it, but Lightsword is currently heading into Child Spirit. So we should be
Lightsword
getting
also
new checks
wants
now.
his shield there. That's a big rip. That's why you don't walk in here with a Deku shield. Just saying.
Or you walk in here with nuts equipped.
Right, hopefully, and I do mean hopefully, touching wood, the stream should be fine now. I've just refreshed all of the streams, so hopefully it's fine. If not, I don't know.
Yep. They seem to be going okay for now.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a
It-
tiny bit ahead at the moment.
if anything goes wrong,
Or if anything's here.
you just blame Canada if anything goes wrong. I usually
Why would we be blaming Canada?
I don't know. Why not?
Because they'll probably just apologize anyway.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, I had to just make a bad joke there. It happens.
Can they hear us?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
have always been able to hear you.
Because the chat just kind of, I guess chat is just being silent. It's okay.
Chad doesn't know how to respond.
I guess so. Chat, if you can hear us, press 1.
Chat. Okay, we got a one.
Just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to double check, make sure.
What does Person 2 give you?
That actually activates the self-destruct system and blows up the entire stream.
Oh god, no, don't. Don't press 2. I like my PC.
And now that's no keys in Child Spirit. So we're not seeing any more of Spirit Temple yet.
Nope.
So given that we do have Strength 2, Mirror Shield, and a bow, and the relatively easy access to a hook shot, I wouldn't be too surprised to see Adult Spirit too soon.
Or Adult Forest.
Given that Spirit is the Forest Medallion, I think personally I'd probably do that first.
I do agree with that logic thought. Doc Heaps, yes, sadly it's too late to join this qualifier.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, by about an hour and 12 minutes. And some change.
How much change?
Enough change that I should instead say it was an hour and 13 minutes and not an hour and 12 minutes.
Oh, okay. Not too much.
Not too much. Yeah, we're just rehashing checks really. We do have the triple well dip, though.
It's not a surprise with where the hero well.
Yeah.
And the only thing in there is Iron Boots.
Iron Boots.
Which means...
Given that we have Icy Waters hinted dead and we've seen the Tech-type Grotto being dead, is quite an interesting one.
Yeah, it's either the toilet, which requires Song of Time,
Yeah.
or it's
Or it's at the very least logical, AD.
well, it's Water Temple, and what do we need to do in their words?
Words are hard.
Words are hard.
Yeah, there are. I think there's 4 item checks in water, so it's unlikely to be water itself.
Okay,
I think like Arias or Minuet on Ocarina of Time is probably the more likely option for logical AD.
So I have to ask the most important question.
Okay.
Every question I ask clearly is always important. So I mean, obviously this isn't the most important, but it's an important question. Who has the cutest emotes in the Scrubs chant? Because I've seen so many people have so many cute emotes. So who do you think who has the cutest one?
My cutest one is either...
They know where Song of Time is. I don't think they have it. No.
Mine is one of these 4.
These are great emotes.
Yeah.
Good emote too.
I mean, they know it, but no one has it. What one is it then? VXL.
Song of Time. Song of Time. Someone was asking if they have Song of Time.
Sometimes on Minuet, I believe.
It is on Minuet, yes. So
No one has gone to Forest yet, despite
at least
being
Adult Forest. Correction, no one's gone to Adult Forest.
Yeah, that is true.
Because if no one's going to Sacred Forest Meadow, then no one has Zelda's Lullaby, and I would be questioning how the hell we're in bottom of the well.
But it is, to be honest, a little bit of a surprise. No one is actually rushing any progression right now.
No.
We do have 2 whole dungeons open to us, the Forest Temple and Spirit Temple.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that too. I mean, I think it's probably something to do with just people are just being cautious. Maybe people are just.
It's adjacency.
But I suppose it's also the idea that all of the Way of the Heroes we have, well, we've seen every check in all of them now. So
yeah.
I suppose people are just going for clear those and know essentially what is expected of you.
Yeah.
Scrubs Butler is saying that Way of the Heroes are Hyrule Castle, and it's held. We know that it has to be Requiem. We know that Sacred Forest Meadow one is ZL. The Longo's Cavern. It could be any one of these things. We don't know yet. Strength. Well, lowest river is the hammer, and bottom of the well is the iron boots. I'm clearly running out of things to say, aren't I?
You have been for a little while at this point. Then we're just seeing repeats after repeats after repeats.
Pretty much. It's just like that's why I try to like keep the conversations going with like questions, you know, especially when there are moments like this, because everyone's just kind of basically doing what everyone else has already done.
Yeah, though it is, as I say, it's slightly more on the strange side. They are all rushing Way of the Heroes rather than any of the progression they have open.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like what we have Jabu and Shadow Temple. I think that's like the only two we can't access right now, right? Jabu and Shadow. All other dungeons, I'm pretty sure we can access.
We can access Jabu, but we can't full clear it. We need a boomerang.
Can't get past the boomerang chest, which we have seen and is hinted.
Yeah. So, I guess this is a question I ask a lot, but I feel like I can still ask this one. What is everyone's favorite dungeon in the Zelda series?
I guess it's a little trickier as in the series as a whole.
Yeah, the series as a whole. What's your favorite dungeon? Not just OOT. For a second there, I thought that Poe took the plant.
Flew up on the bean, yeah. It did look like that.
I think my favourite dungeon is...
I know I did, when I first played through Majora's Mask, I loved Stone Tower quite a lot. But I genuinely thought that was quite a well put together dungeon.
When I was younger, I never appreciated Stone Tower that much, but when I got older and was able to figure it out better and understand it better, I definitely did appreciate it more.
I have to say that it's the Haunted Woods dungeon in A Link Between Worlds.
That's fair.
Yeah, there are a lot of good dungeons in some of the 2D Zeldas, certainly.
Very much so, yes. Though, like, you know, just like there are, you know, great dungeons, there's a lot of bad ones too.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, one I do remember liking quite a lot was in Link's Awakening, the large tower where you knock down the pillars. Oh, Eagle Tower. Someone else put in chat.
I think
that was quite a well put together puzzle of a dungeon.
I remember one confused me for like the longest time how I was supposed to hit the last one. I couldn't figure out how to hit the last one. I still don't know how to hit the last one.
Just muddle through it blindly until you get there. It does work doing that. But it is one of those dungeons, if you take a few minutes to stop, think, and look at the in-game map, it is possible to follow it and find the route.
So for me, so my favorite Zelda is Twilight Princess. And it's really hard to pick out of which one of that one because in my opinion that game, and the reason why I loved it so much is because I feel like it had some of the best dungeons. At least best designed dungeons.
That's fair. There's definitely some quite good ones in there.
I know Phantom Hourglass had some interesting dungeon designs that I enjoyed when I played through it.
Actually, like Temple of Time is actually close to be one of my favorites. I would say actually. So it's kind of. Where did you say that, Futon? But I think if I would say my favorite, I actually would have to say, weirdly enough, I would have probably say Waterbed was probably my favorite.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
quite a nice
What
one.
was it, Lake Bed?
Lake Bed Temple, I believe it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we called it Waterbed for some reason. Lake Bed, yeah, you're right, it is bed.
We're finally getting a new check though. Shrimp is checking a dead check. We get a brand new check. I hype up everyone, and the seed says no.
Yep. So I think I'd say a close second would have to be the mansion. The mansion is probably a close second, I'd say. For me.
I can appreciate that. It was definitely an interesting way of doing a dungeon.
Can someone please check what Medigor hint is?
I mean, at this point, it might just be our Ocarina of Time hint. We're running out of
Exactly.
hint stones it can be.
Exactly. Please, someone check it. Devin is about to get their light
Timmy might
arrows.
go for. Sorry, what were you saying?
Devin is going for their light arrows.
I was just gonna say, Timmy might end up going for the Medigoron hint since they went for the back of lake hints.
Chip checked Medigor. It was another Dongo's cavern.
So, I guess I'll keep going with questions until we finally get some new checks here. What do you guys think was not like the scariest, but like the creepiest dungeon in the series?
Some of the later stages of Temple of the Ocean King, Phantom Hourglass. I haven't really played many Zelda games to be able to give
Big Gourd Sword is on the top of the volcano.
Wait, what?
Big Gourd Sword's on the top of the volcano.
Oh.
I mean, if you end up nearby with hovers, it might be worth grabbing.
Yeah, it does save time using Big Stabby.
The creepiest dungeon for me is actually the one in Skyward Sword, where it's
Up there's a minuet.
the area.
So there's a minuet. So officially, OT logically is dead.
Have we seen Sarias yet? Because there are two Sarias.
We just said minuet.
No,
we still
there are two Sarias lock checks.
I don't.
Which would mean it would be hard AD if it's AD at all.
Oh, it's got to. I mean, at this point, just process of elimination. I'm pretty sure it's got to be.
Imagine if
And
they,
especially with those Wave the Hero Iron Boots.
Imagine if Saria's song locked both your magics.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. Yeah, it was way. We did have Way to Hear Irons. You are correct on that one.
Yeah.
So it's probably hard for
I'd say four item checks in Water Temple and the toilet. So it becomes slightly more likely for AD.
Yeah.
Bolero. AD is completely dead.
It's Bolero.
So it is for Bolero?
Is it? Did you say that?
Yep, it was.
Ooh.
I didn't say Okay, so it's Bolero, so that's unfortunate.
In the crater.
That is
So
unfortunate.
yeah, Water Temple or toilet.
So why
Nah.
do we need water? Why do we need irons then? What could be in Water Temple or toilet?
Long shot for spirit logic.
Yeah.
No, because Spirit Logic doesn't. Like, where do you need long shot for Spirit?
Because the small key on the left hand side means that we need to have a long shot to logically get that key.
Gotcha. Because Spirit logic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of the dark games, I really feel like Link's Awakening is like a prime example of a game that looks really nice, but the story is actually pretty dark. Like, it looks like nice and happy, but it's actually a pretty dark story.
Hmm. A lot of the Zelda games, though, are quite dark stories.
Oh yeah, very much so. But I don't know. I mean, like stuff like, you know, Joy's Mask. Obviously, it looks grim and dark because that's the intention, right? Like, but there's stuff like Link's Awakening that doesn't really try to play off like that, but it actually is. You know, which is kind of interesting in my opinion.
Hmm.
You have 2 runners in Fire Temple so far, but given it's foolish, the
Yeah.
only real question is exactly how deep are we going?
Yeah, once we found that boss key, we can leave.
Personally, I'm betting Hammer Chest.
You want this to be the deepest fire.
No, it's just what I expect from Foolish Fire Temple.
If we're going all the way up in Deep Fire, like I'm just gonna go all out and say it's Fire Dancers because let's be honest, no one checks that. I remember I got burned by that one time. Trying to find Den's Fire and it was all the way on the top. I was like, are you serious?
Well, we found fire arrows.
The crater in the wall.
Yep. No magic to use them, though.
Yeah, the Oracle games definitely awesome. I actually never actually played them, but I've heard about them. They are a pretty dark series,
Hmm.
which
Oh,
they are
well
confirmed
worth
to be- yeah, they're also confirmed to be continuations of Link's Awakening. So
Both the Oracle games are great games and well worth playing if you get the chance.
I'm also glad to see that I didn't accidentally leave the bets command open.
I would love to see like them be remade onto the Switch, like Link's Awakening did. But hopefully they don't make it where you have to buy like 2 different games for it, like they did with. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people would not be happy having to spend $120 something to just for like 2 game for a whole game.
Hmm.
If I remember correctly, Link's Awakening is a direct sequel after Link to the Past, at least according to the timeline. The timeline is something you can, you know,
That's the
that's up to your
absolute
interpretation.
perfect timeline that has 0 issues at all.
And then,
Yeah,
and
no conflict.
Oh, an early
well,
boss
doesn't
key.
it? Wasn't the official timeline at one point split into 3 separate paths?
It still is.
Yeah, some people say that it's combined now.
Yeah, it is now. It's considered combined
Hmm.
through Breath of the Wild and I'm sorry, Breath of the Wild.
And
Breath of the-
Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors is considered is confirmed non.
Yeah, but how else would you explain how Breath of the Wild combines everything?
Because they can.
Because Zelda logic.
Because Nintendo.
We do have the fun thing of here we have a nice early boss key, and we're not yet hovers locked. We do have 2 keys to get higher.
But looks like we got we have a vote for what is Iron Boots Way the Hero for? But clearly, Lake Hylia is not an option here, so I'm not. Okay, well, Timur is not rolling, and that's why they're missing this. There we go.
I think you're even ahead of me on that one there. I think I'm slightly ahead of Restream still.
I have no idea anymore because, regardless, Chimp and Reeve ended up getting Troll Hold in Volvagia. I swear I know the name of bosses in OOT.
Yeah, and then there's also the ultimate argument of is Vavagia he or she, because the text of the game like makes it confusing.
Let's go with it. Doesn't really matter. They're a dick either way.
It's true.
We do have
Yes.
Jake.
Cycle though.
Diving in the lab is not in logic with Iron Boots.
I know.
There's no.
But we can do it without it. It's just a trick.
Yeah. Should be a trick that's enabled in my opinion, but yeah.
I do think it's
Yeah,
a
I
trick
gotta
that should
admit,
be enabled
argue.
because, yes, it's it can be a difficult trick to pull off.
Not really. It's pretty easy.
It's definitely a trick people can learn easily enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like something like Wasteland or something, right? Linsless Wasteland that's a bit more technical than that. Or something like B1 Skip that's a little bit more technical than that. It's just go down there with Iron Boots, hook shot, and then take them off and then put them back on. Yeah, exactly. Since yeah, the D-pad, it makes the trick a lot easier too.
Fair enough.
You have Chimp heading to Forest Temple now, so we're actually getting new checks.
Yay! Forest Temple, don't let us down. Forest Temple proceeds to let us
Temple
down.
always
God
lets us
damn
down.
it.
Calling it right now. Unhindered Baron Forest Temple right now.
I feel like the only thing in here is, say, a wallet or a tunic. Sort of thing that the game might want us to have, but, you know, fuck that. Yeah, as is being pointed out in chat, it doesn't matter too much if it's Baron. We're seeing all of it either way. And thankfully, I'm pretty sure all of the runners here are good enough that we won't see a death to the South Post.
I feel like Timmy is just following behind Chimp. Because they both finished Fire Temple. They're now both going into Forest Temple.
It's not a huge surprise. It is just straight progression. As I say, personally, I would have gone for Spirit over Forest and Fire yet, but I can't entirely disagree with the decision to just get these out of the way.
Of course, Slingshot in DC cannot be Way of the Hero because it does not lock. It is not does not unlock other slingshots. Also, Devin is in a bit of a Monka-esque position.
Did they pick up a fairy? Because
Yes, they
they might
did.
have. It's always a good plan if you're going into this boss without the Goron tunic.
Just give you a little bit more time. But regardless, they finished it.
Single fairy with a decent number of hearts means you've usually got plenty of time.
I've just had an idea for an emote now. We need a fairy holding the letter F.
Yeah, that would definitely work for this channel. We do have a lot of early keys here in Forest. Oh, it looks like we might have Devin going for Spirit now. Which, as I say, with it being the Forest Medallion, I do think is the slightly better play.
So we're not going to be getting the quad forest today.
Don't know about you, but I can pretty safely say I'm happy about that.
What's wrong with quad forest?
Yeah, exactly. We have Chimp doing the recoil. It was a nice fun one. It's a lot easier than you expect it to be as well, that trick.
We are getting the triple forest though.
It's the real question, which one's going to pay off more? And also the question, oh, and there's hover boots.
There's hover boots. So we are missing...
And long shot in Forest.
So what are we missing now? We're missing Din's Fire, we're missing Boomerang. And we're missing, apparently, my internet.
Oh no, not again. Not again.
Alright, so I'm going to give them all another refresh.
Sorry, I ticked daughter. What I missed?
Did you miss? Hover boots in Spirit Temple, long shot in Forest.
Wow. Just gets better and better, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
So, Morpha having magic or dense? We have dense, don't we?
I don't know. Magicadins or Morpha is entirely possible. Or pretty much. Or on. Oh no, I was thinking Boss Key's hinted, isn't it? So yeah, on Morpha would be the one. But could be just anywhere in water, really. Oh,
Right,
and
we
there's
also need
Jason's
Rang. Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, we still need Rang. I forgot about that. I mean, we still have a lot of places to cover, though.
Full scale in Spirit, and the third bomb bag.
So, gold scale probably means there might be something like Hylia.
It is possible for something to be on Lab Dive with us having both scales.
Yeah. And we've technically had access to that for a little while. So.
Since completing the DC, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we're missing 2 items. When we find one of the 2 items we're missing, I'll open up a bet for the other item.
I believe we're missing 3 for the moment. Din's, Boomerang, and Magic. Unless
My
someone
mistake.
picked one of up and I missed it.
My mistake. Sorry,
Okay, there's a lot to keep track of.
yeah. I mean, we've got a triple forest play and a spirit temple play. It's not that much to keep track of, but yes. But yes, while we wait for something interesting, even though we are checking new checks, do either of you want to sell us out?
Insert sellout here. There you go.
I mean, subscribing here gets you all of these emotes, and they are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say they're right.
And helping support the channel to keep going is quite a nice thing.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We all are all enjoying this tournament.
Yeah. There's plenty of sub goals. So if you like to see the staff doing silly and wacky things, you can check out that with !short sub goal.
So count, I think it is on this channel, and I have a feeling it's a mod only command.
It might be.
Yeah.
Xenu coming in for us there.
Yep. So if you guys would also like to see a Trent versus community made Lando.
So you want to spell that?
Yep, that will be a great one to see. Just casually get to watch Trent suffer.
And
after all the seat rolled for us, no one's going to argue at that pain.
No. And did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime and get a Twitch Prime sub every month for you to use on whoever you want.
Yep. Of course, if you would like to use it on another of your favorite streamer, we're not going to blame you. But hey, if you're still indecisive, why not send it over to the Scrub Central?
Yes, and please, only support us if you are able to.
Indeed. We know times are tough right now, so, You know, sometimes $5 can mean a lot right now.
Bow and spirits, not bow locked. Okay, so we don't have a way of the hero bow.
So that, like I said, it's probably the strength.
Or the scale. We haven't done diving in the lab yet, and there was a second scale in.
Right,
Spirit
but
Temple.
again, since we need two strengths, it's a very high chance of it was the strength.
Mm.
Not discounting that, you know, strength 3 could be like not strength locked or something.
Mm.
Saying that there's a chance.
Small chance we might get to see the rock being yeeted. Something we always enjoy here on the channel.
Yeah, Forest Temple hasn't really had anything in it. To be fair, neither for Spirit
I mean, the
Temple.
shot is a thing.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
a
okay,
thing.
other than the hook shot. My bad. And Spirit Temple had the hovers, so again, my bad. There's been too many problems for me to really keep track.
Yeah, like they're both, you know, progressive regardless. So even if they didn't really have very much anyway, you know, there's still progression. So yeah, spirit logic is a myth. There's no such thing, Bitsy. We all know this.
Spirit logic makes perfect sense if you stop and think about it for about an hour.
Yeah.
That's 1 hour too long. I'm sorry.
Really,
Yeah, this
Subs
Be it-
Butler?
0%.
Here is having a fun day today.
Scrubs Butler, this is not 2% bullshit either. That's the third 0% we've seen today. Oh, let's see, it went 0%, 2%, and 0%. So clearly, what it actually meant is this is 200% bullshit. It just put it over the course of three of them just to kind of throw us off.
I think the butler's just been smoking some good shit today.
Probably. I'll have to have.
It's the most reasonable assumption I can make.
Do I need to double check the code to make sure I've coded the bullshit command correctly?
But, why is what a spoiler? What? I'm very confused.
Apparently, something had not been checked on Restream.
Oh, it's because they said lake dive,
Hmm.
not diving in the lab. Two different things. Apparently, it just got read as diving in the lab, and one of the mods got just misread it. Thought it was a spoiler.
Yeah,
It's okay,
It happens.
I definitely coded this correctly. It must be
I
wrote.
say, well, hi. That's all there is to it.
And yes, the Hylia Lake. The Roto's letter, aka, is what you're thinking of. Timok. Is what? Yes, that has been checked. Yes.
It was a piece of heart, I believe.
Yeah, it was just a piece of heart.
Mm.
But yeah, we end up calling that Ruto's letter, not lake dive.
Yeah.
If you're talking about diving, we're talking about diving in the lab, which has not been checked. Just simple misunderstanding. It happens. As long as we can all be friends. Both the hands have one had a lens and one has key.
Mhm.
Both hands were being hinted the seed.
Yeah.
Or no, you were asking about the chest leading to the on the adult side that's leading to Iron Knuckles, which was a bow and the boss key.
So it looks like that Devon is going to probably finish Forest Temple before picking up the Prelude song.
Makes sense. I said, get your progression done as much as you can
Yeah.
until you to check other things.
Yep. So
Since they cleared all, gone through every check in there where the hero locations, I think they're probably just hoping they'll find everything they need on the way.
essentially, so like, so after the runners do Forest Temple and Spirit Temple, which seems like everyone's doing here. What do you think the runners are going to go next? Do you think they're going to go to GTG, or do you think they're going to go to Water Temple? So I feel like those are those two with the Iron Boots Way of the Hero, if they remembered or realized it was Way of the Hero.
GTG is the most check dense, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but it only has one that is locked by the Iron Boots, whereas Water has 4 that are Iron Boots locked, logically.
I'd still go to GTG because, again, check density, regardless of those
Yeah, that makes
Iron
sense.
Boots.
Yeah, essentially.
And if it turns out this is a key on toilet, that key could be logically required for the centre of the maze.
Yeah.
Which could end up having our final item.
Yeah.
There's also the thing is, we haven't found a second wallet, and we haven't seen Azor's tunic, so that automatically locks out the central chest as being because that does not get sphere tunic requirements does not take that out. That still requires the Zor tunic. The only time I think Zor tunic isn't required is just going or diving down with the Iron Boots, I think.
We failed to get the quad forest, but we do have a triple forest, which then led into another triple forest.
Yep. But Timmy is struggling with this Phantom Gun fight. That is so unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. Oh, there we go. It was just one hit away, which is the most fortunate thing about it.
Wait, are you ahead of me again? You're ahead of Restream again. God fucking damn it. Hold on guys, gonna refresh the streams.
It's okay, you're not missing much from Timmy's side.
I'm not missing much from any of them right now. Again, we've seen all of this before.
So I guess it's time for 20 questions again.
Go for it. Yeah.
Take up arms.
Okay,
Animal,
so
vegetable,
The
or
weapon-smashing action platformer game with intuitive swordplay.
what?
animal,
Over
vegetable,
100 melee
or-
weapons to seize from enemies, or create your own with the blacksmith. Slash, bash, and thrust your way through 17 mind-blowing levels located around the world.
They have no idea what you're talking about,
Available
so
now on
No,
He
PC
said
and
20
Nintendo
questions.
Switch.
So I assumed that we're playing 20 questions.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just like making a joke, as in saying I was gonna, because I always end up adding questions just to kind of fill the void, and there's not much to talk about.
hit us with a weird and wonderful question.
I was gonna say. Oh, you had a question for us?
What is the best meme when it comes to the Scrubs community?
I mean, is that really even a question? Come on, let's be honest. It's press X to Jason. Well, I guess that's not true. Because there's also Trent's Kitchen. I can't speak.
Trent's Kitchen.
Is a great one.
Yeah. Trent's Kitchen is a really nice one. Shame it's not really used anymore.
It's not a common one.
No.
I do think press X to Jason is probably the one, because just whenever Jason shows up, or even when Jason is mentioned, chat is filled with X.
Yeah.
It's just X. That's all you see. I mean, the best part is like it was basically just kind of like something like me and Jason kind of just always messed around with. But when we were like, we were during the multi-world tournament, me, him, and another friend of ours were part of a team, and I remember it came up at one point, and then I think we started doing it on comms or something like that, and then it just became a meme after that.
We are seeing a water temple dip. Light sword.
Lightsword might take this if that's the case, though.
I do think probably more people will head to GTG before water, and
Yeah. So Lightsword.
I'm thinking here it could be good.
Yeah. Lightsword might be kind of metagaming here a little bit.
That would prove
But
useful if they
just got that Iron Boots were the hero. I say more Iron Boots locked item checks in here.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame him at all. Especially since Lightsword went to Force Temple first before Spirit, right?
Yeah.
So he has a long shot. So
So can full clear water temple.
yep, if needed. Oh, sorry to hear that, Johnny. Hope you feel better.
Ooh. Get well soon, Johnny.
Take it easy for a while. It's usually a good choice.
So, I remember I asked you guys what was the best engine in the series. What is the worst? Also, Din's Fire. That's all that said.
Oh wow, that's
Did-
nice. But yeah, I think you're definitely a bit ahead of Restream there.
Oh, my bad. Well, looks like Stream saw it. Yeah, like
Death burns Irons' way of the hero.
definitely.
Not shockingly at this point.
Mm-hmm. So Lightsword's gonna head out. Then Lightsword will also end up finding They're hover boots.
Yep, but still missing magic to get into Shadow.
Yep.
So on its own, the Inspire isn't much use at all right now.
Unfortunately, but if the magic is not locked behind Spirit Temple, then there is a good chance that Longshot isn't actually required. Depending on the logic, of course. On the key logic.
Though it is still possible that there is more in Water Temple as well.
Yeah.
So I believe with a small key being on the boss key chest in Water, I believe that means River Chest and Dark Link are both items. I think that's the way water key logic works.
I will be right back.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, there's only 4 items. If I remember correctly, that not 4 non.
Six.
Yeah, 4 items, 6 keys. So.
It's 3 checks that are locked behind the keys.
Believe so. Yeah. I would argue that Water Temple is one of the ones that is probably the most confusing logics to understand. Because there's so many that can just end up. There's like so many that can just end up being like your final key that it's like so hard to say exactly.
Well, hopefully soon we should be getting some more new checks, since we do have everyone is finishing up the dungeons that the others have done. It's a question of how long before Timmy and Lightsword head to Water, which I think it's reasonably possible they don't take too long to go there with Way of the Hero Lions, but as you said, going to GTG first is not the worst idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to go for GTG well before they go for Water Temple, so...
As chat is pointing out, Lens Game is a thing that is now accessible to us.
Oh, did we find that?
I think it is, at least.
Lens Game logic only accessible if we have magic.
Yeah, once we have magic. But once we have magic, we'll also have the fire lock checks in Spirit available as well.
Right. Which those only like 2, right?
Yeah, 2 of them, the mat chest and the sunblock room.
Right, so I'm back.
Welcome back. I got Chimp doing Mido skip.
Chimp clearing up Lost Woods.
Yeah, I was almost about to reflect that with the shield, then realized, oh wait, I can't use the mirror shield, which is the strangest thing to me, that you can't reflect with the mirror shield.
Did we forget to wish a happy 2-hour mark?
Yep.
Chat,
We
chat,
certainly
no, chat got it. We just didn't say it.
we completely missed
Yeah.
the happy 2 hours.
Yeah, so happy 2 hour mark. Death Mountain Trail is barren.
And the claim check is on frogs too. We're not seeing Goron.
Not.
Mm.
We already know where Bighorn Sword is anyway, so it's kind of unless meme error, or like meme percent or something. Yeah, sorry is on Prelude is I'm pretty sure.
In reverse wasteland right now. Heading to GTG must be. Since we don't have magic yet.
So I mean, technically, despite that we're doing this in a out of logic fashion, this is still technically in logic.
Yeah, we've had the opponent on for quite some time.
Mm.
So for anyone that is curious, this is technically in logic, or at least checking Gerda's Fortress is in logic.
Even though we are out of logic.
Out of logic, cross Wasteland.
Mm.
Even then, it is worth knowing reverse wasteland just for those times where logic is screwing you a little bit by expecting you to need long shot or opponents for getting to GTG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It is faster if you can do reverse wasteland. It is much faster by almost. I would say it's almost mile faster doing it. Doing it that way.
I love how the Gerudo sort of arrests you when you when you're on the other side of the gate. Like that.
Right.
Well, first thought should be, wait, how the fuck did you get there?
Yeah, Gerda Fortress and GG are both new checks or new areas to check.
Mm-hmm. Did Water Temple pay off?
Yes.
As the Inspire.
Inspire.
Oh. So we're magic
Just missed
and rang from go mode.
Or at least
That's all we're
from
missing.
Magic and Rings from no mode at least.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a little more understandable. That's a little more reasonable, Scribes Butler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not though.
I'm telling you.
It's just the inconsistency, man.
Yeah. It's consistently low, this seed.
Okay.
And yet there's our Zord on top of the fortress as well. So
Alright, let's see if let me try my luck here.
now we definitely have all water and logic.
There we go.
Let me tell you something about the bot's bullshit command. It's designed so that slowly, the more you use it, the more bullshit the seed will be.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
However, it is just a random number.
Yeah, it totally affects the seed. It's totally we're not BSing ourselves at all here. It completely does.
Hmm. And it is just a load of fun. Also, Rip Light Sword.
A lot of people are saying F.
Yeah, Light Sword died to an Iron Knuckle.
Oh, I didn't see that. That is indeed an F. I think that was actually the Nibiru. Yeah, it was. It was Nibiru's specifically Iron Knuckle.
Yeah.
So that's even worse. Not to say that one's like easy or something. I'm just saying it sucks trying to get back up there.
Hmm.
Oh, and it does look like Chimp is actually just straight up opening toilet straight away, heading straight there.
Yeah.
The Iron Boot check. I mean, it makes some sense.
You have Iron Boots, might as well check it.
Yep.
And
And get Song of Time too.
Yes. And for those of you wondering what the toilet is, this is the toilet. The toilet is where it's called that because it's where a load of shit is.
Well, I thought it was just called that because of memes.
Well, that too, but you know.
I mean, the fact that it's perpetually flushing helps as well.
Yeah. Galen also sometimes likes to put useful stuff in here too, so you know.
I mean, something is usually pretty well hidden if it's in your toilet.
Yeah.
Like,
May want to
Chimp-
clean it afterwards though.
Chimp like cutting it close here
Hmm.
with that time.
They're good.
Yeah, Chimp's good. Oh, it was a key. If it's a logical key.
You're still ahead of the V-stream.
Yep, a good chunk ahead. At
Just
this
stop being behind, forehead.
Do we think it'll be easier
What?
if we just commentate off of the restream on Twitch instead of commentating off of the 4 separate ones?
I don't know.
It might be a little bit, to be honest. But at this point, since that was a key, we do need to see the center chest to know whether or not those Iron Boots are where the hero for GTG as well as Water Temple.
And there's Toucan Sam being killed by Devin. But on top of the lab is nothing, so we can ignore it. Refresh Chimp stream, okay.
More ads percent.
Yeah.
Now see if that scale was where the hero. Nope, that looks like a no.
Yeah. So confirmed strength. It was Way the hero.
Right, I will get that changed. There we go.
Oh, and we do have Timmy picking up the Bigoron sword there. Can't say I argue with it if you're nearby when you go. Well, when you're nearby there at any time.
Also, with Chimp being chased by all 4 Wolfos as they push the block, that's something you don't see every day.
What a
I
champ.
mean, usually you just kill them quickly and
Yeah.
then deal with the block.
Yeah, the absolute legend.
We do have Timmy making the water temple play, which so far we do know is the right play.
Yeah.
Still see if GTG is a good idea.
Did Timmy get the rescue?
Is Chimp's stream okay?
Looks fine to me. It isn't even too far behind. No?
For a second there, I thought Timmy was about to head in to try to use Furor's Wind, and without, with them not having magic, but they're just going for the fairy, it seems.
Blue fire.
Oh, we know that's definitely not of any use to us now.
I mean, ice cavern. Still a thing.
Yeah, but we do already have 2 bottles anyway. It's not a particularly big worry.
Look, I mean, I don't know about you, but having a free blue fire is really nice.
It does mean you can do King Zora on the way in rather than the way out, which save you a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And that looks like both of the tunics were around Grudo Fortress and GTG. Oh dear. Apparently I am quite a bit ahead of Chimp there. I'll try refreshing myself, see if it helps. Because I did actually delay myself a good few seconds from saying that.
No, it looks like we have our first place finisher in the chat here. Salty Sponge with a 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 30 seconds.
Oh, GG to Sponge.
So, for one, that is definitely fast. Especially for Jason speed. We have some meme arrows here.
Close to seeing whether or not GTG was worth it at all.
Gold Gauntlet. So
Yes, that is definitely a fun one to find in the center chest there, which is locked by those Way of the Hero Iron Boots.
so I guess we're doing some yeet rocking, huh?
Yeah, we still seem to be ahead of Restream by a decent chunk with Chimp.
Look,
Not too far ahead with we're not too far ahead with the other three, but with Chimp we are quite a bit ahead.
Just they should just not be behind. Clearly, gosh. I apologize, everybody. We're trying our best not spoil things too much here, but it's just. It looks like we do have some horseback archery. Probably the most infamous of being really frustrating.
Yeah, I hate HBA myself. I still usually struggle with 1,000 half the time.
Yeah, I'm still pro for banning it in standard settings.
No, I think it should be there. It's just one of those, need to do some practice of it. And now that's a very interesting find on HBA there. Our first magic.
So that means we're just a boomerang from Go mode.
Indeed we are. I think I'd be tempted to check Yeet Rocket pretty soon at this point.
We got Greg showing up.
Sorry, where was Greg there?
Ice Cavern.
Ah, turned away for just a second.
We'll see, that was the problem,
We're getting rather close to mean percent at this point.
Pretty much. We're missing. What are we missing? We have Winter Heart piece, so.
The condom, I believe, we're missing.
Yeah. I believe that's it.
And we do have Chimp here rushing towards Yeet Rock.
So shout out to the Chimp having silver gauntlets for the gold gauntlets. I do that all the time, just throw people off.
Yeah, I do that time to time as well. It's either completely random colors or just swap them around.
We completely missed. Oh. Because it's time, yeah, it's time for Eat That Rock.
Yep, there is the rock yeeted. Let's rush in and see what's there.
We literally just got vanilla double defense.
Kitties. We got kitties. That's Prelude in Ice Cavern. So, Ice Cavern's having a whole load of nothing for us.
I've returned. Apologies about all of this, everyone.
Oh, it's alright. We can just use the restream. It is on the multi-stream here.
Yeah. But just like,
But it does mean we should get to see Chimp rushing to Shadow Temple soon, since he's about to pick up the Din's Fire in just a few moments.
Which makes me think that possibly Shadow ends up actually having our boomerang.
Quite possibly, especially with that first place finish time. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just on the way in Shadow.
That would be my guess, but looks like Chimp is just now picking it up.
And noping the fuck out of there. Yeah.
Definitely is going to be.
Don't argue with that now.
I don't think anyone argues with that one at all.
where was the magic?
Magic was on horseback archery.
Ooh, which means we get to do something cool.
But the other magic was on King Zora. So
Okay.
Shall we open up a bet then for where the boomerang is?
My guess is going to be it's got to be Shadow Temple.
Betting has just been opened. Please tell us where you think the boomerang is by using !bet.
I'm going to put in a safe bet of somewhere.
And if we don't have a winner, I'll pick the closest or funniest one. So,
I mean, we already have two somewhere bets.
Well, one is somewhere and one is somewhere smiley face.
we've got everyone predicting somewhere in Shadow.
I mean,
It
like,
makes sense with everything we've seen and the finish time so far.
yeah, plus there's so few things left that I just can't see how it couldn't be in there.
Also, Slow, apparently you typed best instead of bet.
Well, yeah, because it's the best bet. Duh.
Ah, hey Sponge, GG. We're betting on where the boomerang is.
Yep. Please, no spoilers.
Wow, okay. That explains where the boomerang is.
What? Where?
You didn't see it on
In
hidden?
Shadow Temple.
Hold
It
on.
wasn't. We're go mode. We're go mode.
Hold on. Let me do. Well, that was a very pointless bet.
It was the very bet ever.
So that was. Which room was that in Shadow Temple?
In
That was the
Gibdo room early Shadow.
Gibdo
That was
room.
compass chest.
Compass, yeah, that's the one. I couldn't remember what was there in vanilla.
Well, none of these are correct. Except one, which is the closest, and I'm actually going to say that they are also the winner because technically they are correct.
Also,
Oh,
Casey Negro finishing in second place with a time of 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 47 seconds.
GG
GG's the
Necro.
Necro as the winner of our little fun game is Vodzilla. They predicted before the boat room.
That's fair.
Fair.
And that was the correct guess because it was before the boat room in Shadow.
Technically, yes. It was.
Yeah. Everyone else
As
was...
Heaps put it, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Like, it was the closest, all the other guesses for Shadow Temple were a
We're
specific check.
deeper in Shadow, I assume, as well, mostly.
Deeper, well, they were specific checks, so... Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yes, Bod, you were the you had, your guess was correct. As Daredevil finally picks up their magic.
Yeah, I think, like, I'm pretty sure everyone's in go mode at this point, right? Almost everyone?
If they're not in go mode, then they're heading that way.
Well, it looks like Devon doesn't have Din's fire yet.
They've yet to go into water for that reason.
Yeah.
But we have every other item we need. You know, Light Sword has every single item they need. Chimp has every single item now that they need.
Timmy is missing magic, I believe.
Timmy is missing
And
the magic.
Rang because it's magic locked.
Yeah. Wait, what did we find to complete mean percent?
The condom was the last thing we were missing, I believe. And given everything, I assume it was in Shadow, but I turned away for a second and must have missed it.
So
And there it is, it's in the invisible spinner room.
Yay. So we have, we have a load of memes on the Restream package.
We do, but we do have Riley in third place as well.
Yes.
234.54.
GG Riley.
So, yeah, we're probably going to be seeing those coming in hot throughout this.
Well, it was a surprisingly nice seed for, number one, for being a Scrubs qualifier, and number two, for being a Jason seed.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm more shocked about. That, this was actually a fairly fast seed for a Scrubs for a Scrubs seed.
I think it's got to be the fact that it's a Jason seed.
Yeah, it was not a troll seed because it was rolled by Jason. I don't know which one's more shocking.
What about the fact that this was the fun dip? This is it was the Oops All Dungeons fun dip.
Doesn't count.
You're no fan. Yeah, and Timmy, you're doing great.
Yep. Gonna get their magic here on their.
Yep.
Then they'll most likely just rush straight to Shadow and hit go mode pretty quickly.
Don't see why they wouldn't. But Devin over here is going to also find their
Bed-ins.
they're going to find their dens here and probably head to Shadow as well.
Yep, they should do, because there's only the Boomerang missing and a lot of checks in Shadow, so it makes the most sense.
Yeah. If you don't go for Shadow here, I think you're just fooling yourself. Or overthinking it, one of the two.
I think you're probably underthinking it at that point.
Well, I mean, like, you're probably, like, overthinking as in, like, they're trying to, like, metagame it or something.
Nah, I think if you're metagaming, you rush to Shadow even faster. with the speed of the finish times here.
Yeah. Also, Riley, thank you for raiding with a party of 12.
Welcome in, GG.
Raid! Get your shields ready. Prepare thyself.
We're going to war?
Oh, we gotta prepare for the raid.
Oh, we've got an interesting one here. Timmy only seems to be missing the boomerang, but is going through into GTG.
Probably thinks the iron
Oh,
boots
just-
are required for GTP as
It
well.
looks like they're just doing the lobby checks just in case and setting Froze Wind. Not the worst idea.
Yeah, I mean, you can always walk
It's a
back
quick
if-
way back after Shadow if they don't find the boomerang, which, I mean, we know they will, but...
Yeah.
Raja finishing a 4th place. Everyone just zooming today.
238 on the dot.
Yeah. That was...
Just flat. So, with these super fast finishes, where do you all think the light arrows are? Since we haven't seen, I don't think we've seen the light arrows yet.
We do, they were on Adult Archery and CAC.
Or were they?
We saw them quite a while ago at this point.
Okay, you know what? I wasn't here when it happened. Okay. So,
No, it's alright.
Was that
I blame-
your was that your evil twin?
nah, I just blame Canada. It's clearly their fault. They made me miss it. So yeah, we're all just in straight go mode, and I'm just a dingus.
Yeah.
Kind of a pig at it.
Oh, it's alright. We all miss things.
Well, with everyone now in Shadow Temple, this is going to be a very close restream.
It is, and it does look like we need to go to the maze at the back of Shadow as well.
Do we think...
All for that damn small key.
Yeah. Is this the closest the restream is going to be? Like, in the when it comes to the restream norm... Yeah. Out of all the
Quite
restreams we've had.
possibly. This is very close for all 4 runners.
Hmm.
FMZ gun, no, I believe Light Sword got magic from King Zora instead.
Yeah, I think someone else got it from like King Zora, right?
Yeah, Light Sword, I believe it was. They did Ice Cavern.
I think Light Sword was the only one that did Ice Cavern actually. At least on the restream.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if there's a few other runners in the race who did Ice instead, but I mean, with Way of the Hero Irons, I think GTG made slightly more sense at the time.
They both made sense, personally.
We've got Felix in
Felix
5th
finishing
place.
I thought Felix said he wasn't participating.
Felix decided they were going to jump in.
Fair enough.
Yeah, finishing in 5th place with a time of 2 hours, 41 minutes and 27 seconds.
Top 5
GGs.
times.
And
And
Master Alex.
Alex.
Sorry.
That's alright. 2:41:48. There's only a 21-second difference between those two.
Yeah.
But still, that's still a snipe for top 5. Got all of the Papagas in chat.
Why are we papegaing this time?
Because we can.
And not because you just want to.
Because we demand Scrub 6 Pepega.
We've got Chimp missing the arrow there for the void.
Yep.
Oh, and again, that's unfortunate.
Got it nope, not third time's the charm. Oh. Not like this.
That's a pretty unfortunate way to lose the very slight lead he had against Lightsword there. That's the thing that decides it. That's gonna feel bad.
Yeah.
I get to see how well each of these runners does against Bongo Bongo. With I think Timmy being the only one to have the Goron sword to make it easy. Or relatively easy.
And Navi giving us a quick insight into Bongo's weaknesses.
The Chimp did a very nice one cycle there.
Yeah.
Chimp did very well there. Pulling back that restream lead.
Whilst Lightsword is just slower.
Yeah, it didn't have quite the right timing on the crouch stab, so it turned into a 2-cycle.
Still a really close race. It's going to come down to Jabu Jabu's belly and then the final climb. Yeah, this feels like we've got 2 races going on now.
Yeah.
A battle for first on the restream and a
Pretty
battle
much,
for
yeah.
not last on the restream.
Pretty much. Though I think Devin's got a little bit of lead on for the not last.
Yeah.
So a lot can still happen, I guess.
Yep. We've still got another 15 to 20 minutes or so worth of racing as we finally pick up Saria's song.
Yep. So whoever said sorry your song was on Prelude, you called it. Or someone way back said sorry your song might be on Prelude. Not that it mattered, of course, but just giving them the brownie points regardless.
Yep. Also, Timmy finally is also showing off the cool lens logic. Well, showing off what the lens can do, given that the lens logic in this for these settings is from where Timmy is now and onwards in Shadow Temple.
It's one of those, even though it's not hard required to have the lens there, I'll never argue against someone pulling out the lens just to make that easier.
I'd never. If you can pull it off, or if you're decent, I mean, I feel like I'm okay at it.
The lens is a nice safety net, though.
Yeah, it is. I'm never gonna say. I'm never gonna shun somebody for using the lens there. Of course, I'll always tell people that they should strive to, improve and make sure they can They do get good.
We're in the strategy for getting across there without the lens, without a doubt. But if you have the lens, you might as well use it.
Yeah. Gordon,
that's-
7th place. 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 38 seconds.
GG's.
Yeah, just shocker of a fast seed. So many people finishing very quickly.
As I said, it just does not at all feel like a Jason seed.
No.
Really does. And then we're just gonna get all debated and then find out Jason didn't actually roll the seed. He just said he did.
I mean, given that they are the one who opened up the race time room, and also the race moderator for this race.
I mean, you could have just had someone else do it. Then they give this seed to him, and then he posted the seed.
You never know with them, yeah.
The real question to ask at this point, in Jabu Jabu, will any of our runners manage to not spawn the chest for the room that Chimp is entering now?
Oh yeah, we can.
We know it's not needed.
Yeah.
So will they successfully not spawn it? Oh, it looks like Chimp has spawned it, costing a few seconds there.
But that's okay.
Yeah, it's not a huge deal, but it's a nice one to be able to do when it's available to you.
Mm-hmm. And Holy Sparks has finished in 8th place. First time-
Spoilers. Okay, now you're.
GG Sparks.
We have a time of 2 hours, 49 minutes, and 44 seconds.
So, question comes down to: is one of the restream runners going to finish in top 10?
I hope so.
That'd be kind of cool. If not, we can just all point and laugh at them and say, "Ha, you didn't make the top 10." Not kidding.
No, we wouldn't.
But-
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. And clearly don't. actually
No,
need to check.
all four of our runners have done well here today. It's
Yes.
just
Fantastic jobs, yes.
with fast seeds, sometimes it's just small differences that make the time.
Very much so.
Speaking of, just a huge shout out to our runners, Chimpan Reeve, Timmy2_Soup, The Light Sword, and Daredevin X. Please go ahead and give them a follow and show some support.
While we're doing that, shout out our trackers as well, doing a whole bunch of work in the background to make all of this work for us. It's Bitsy, iBot, Deadly Thunder, and Shawnee.
Thank you very much to them. And also to my co-commentators, Hidden Hero and Slower the Demon. Go give them some love and support as well for volunteering their time.
Yep. And my co-commentator Jello, who's asleep right now.
Oh, and that's Graphite in 9th place with 2:51.04.
Good. GG's to Graphite.
Yeah. Look, I was looking. Unfortunately, I don't think one of the restreams going to make top 10. That's unfortunate. That's okay.
No, quite possibly not at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It won't
okay.
be far away from it, though, I'd assume.
I'm confident they'll make at least top 20.
Yeah, it would take quite a rush of finishers for them to not do.
Yeah.
So anything could happen. And there's the 10th. Ice 9 p.m. Finishing in 10th place with not even that far, like 20 seconds off from
Minute 20.
minute. Oh, is that minute 20?
2:52, 28.
Oh, I can't read apparently.
See if Chimp can manage a nice clean Baronade here. Not the absolute cleanest, but more than clean enough.
Mm-hmm. What would you guys say would be grounds for a snipe?
Sub 20 seconds is usually where I call it, but sub 30 makes sense, roughly going for that final cutscene.
There was only, I think there was only one time I ended up actually sniping someone literally by a sight.
Damn.
I was like, dang, dude. So I think it was the only reason I sniped them was because I always hit space. I just hit for the time I don't put dot done, and they put dot done, hit space, and I beat them because of that. So, well, the story is just hit the space button, just hit the space bar, just hit your time button.
Hotkeys have an advantage. Shocking.
The moral of the story. Yeah. It took me a moment to realize I was saying space bar. I was like, wait a minute, not everyone has their their split button as their space bar. So I highly recommend it. It makes splitting very easy.
I have my split button as a combination of Control, Alt, Shift, and one of those function keys, which I then have macroed on my keyboard. Yes, we've had a very clean Baronade from Chimp. We're getting a very clean Baronade from Lightsword.
I imagine we'll probably get a pretty clean Baronade from all of our runners here. They've all done enough seeds to have the practice.
Yep. Right. 11th place. Trent. Not far.
That's an 8-second snipe.
Yes.
Snipe.
Trent's first message in the race room. Rude.
Rude.
I mean, not wrong.
Yeah. But yes, Ryu Kane finishing in 11th with a time of 2 hours 56 and a second. Trent coming in 12th, 2 hours 56 and 9 seconds.
GG's both of them.
GG's. How is the seed? Well, seeing that we've already had 12 runners finish, I say it's going pretty good.
Yeah, I think those low bullshit values that Scrubs Butler was giving was very accurate.
It was actually kind of accurate. Shockingly.
Yeah.
Now we've just got the climb for a Chimp here with 13 hearts and titties. This should not be any problem at all.
Yeah.
Look, I've seen worse, so I don't. You know, I'm not gonna count my chickens till they hatch.
This is a surprisingly healthy seed for how fast it's been.
Hmm.
Usually ones that run this fast are not nearly this healthy.
And Trent is raiding with a party of 5.
Another red. Oh
Welcome
no!
in.
GG's Trent, GG's.
Prepare yourselves, guys. We're getting another raid.
Yeah. Not really much to talk about. It's just a final climb.
Yeah,
Final
much.
dungeon for 2 of our runners and the final climb for the other 2.
I don't blame Chimp taking it easy here.
Don't want to mess up now.
Okay.
Not at all.
I mean, he's gunning for first place on Restream.
Yeah.
So sometimes a little caution helps.
All right, now we can get that hint for the light arrows, so we can know where they find them. You know,
Mhm.
because we totally don't know where those are.
No, they're totally not locked behind an archery minigame.
Not at all.
No, I mean, we found strength 3 clearly during light trial.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
My
but-
fault.
but, I mean, yeah, sure, the lighthouse would be in light trial.
Wait, Kakariko Village? What do you mean? Clearly in your castle. So, yeah, everyone in the chat's just over here like, these guys need some acting lessons.
Happy 3 hours as Hell Knight finishes in 13th place.
Very impressive.
Sub 3s by
Just
9
sub 3.
seconds. GG's.
GG.
That's a good one. That's a good finish.
That is a very solid finish.
Yeah.
Sub 3 scrubs setting, I think, I'd say is a solid finish. And unfortunately, Champ missing the 1 cycle and missing the second ball. No.
To be fair, the 1 cycle is not the easiest with just the Master Sword.
It's true. It's true.
10 hits, those last couple can screw you a little bit.
Yeah.
Is having a little bit,
That is a fall. That's unfortunate.
just a little bit of a trouble.
Keeping it close though.
Yeah, very close. Just that's clearly what's going on here. It's not, he's not messing up. He's just giving, Light Sword just a chance, right? Clearly.
Oh, that's Jiraxo in 14th place with 3:01.11. GG's.
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 Holy Sparks continuing their sub from Jason. Make sure to give them both a nice hefty X for continuing that sub. So if Jason is an affiliate, is his a subscriber name? His subscriber is the X Squad.
I think you have to be partnered to be able to change your
You can change the name even as an affiliate.
but you can change it as an affiliate.
Yeah.
I thought that was a partner exclusive thing.
No, you can change it as an affiliate.
Meanwhile, Zor 2000 has finished in 15th place with a time of 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 20 seconds. GG's to them.
GG's.
I'm just out here thinking, if only they could have managed 17 seconds better, just for the palindrome. Just true mean victory.
And yeah, true.
Fair enough.
But yeah, GG's to Zor.
Yeah, top 15 is pretty good.
And hello there, Tan guy.
Yeah, hello, Tengai. Something baguette. I'm sorry, I don't speak French.
Well, I'm about to get a finish out of Chimp here now.
Yep.
Yeah, Sabu is like the only thing I really know. Then obviously like Bonjour. Yep.
That's a GG to Chimp with 3 hours, 3 minutes, 56 seconds. 56 seconds.
And
Alright,
they will
so-
be joining us for an interview.
Alright.
Always good to hear.
It indeed is. You know, I've been watching this whole time and I actually hadn't thought of any questions.
Mm.
No, most of this seed was pretty straightforward, to be honest.
Yeah, it's really hard to ask questions about this one.
Right. This is where I need to keep an eye on the waiting room.
I mean, even with the having an item in stone water, we had Way of the Hero pointing there, so
Hmm. And the light sword has finished in 17th place.
Not too far behind.
No.
I guess we-
3:04:51.
So see if Lightsword wants to come in here for an interview. I guess we talk with them both.
Mm-hmm.
won't be too far for either Devin or Timmy as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like this owl, taking the owl to get there. I guess they don't have a prelude. I didn't even think about that. So it kind of makes sense.
I think only Light Sword has Prelude since it was in ice.
Also, Light Sword will be joining us for an interview.
That's great. And GG Chimp.
Trim?
Oh,
Can't
We-
speak
like,
today apparently.
There or something?
You just try and call me Trentner? Have I been insulted the second I've walked in?
I mean,
Yep, exactly.
technically Trent did beat you, so.
Wow! Wow!
excuse me. Oh, God.
Oh dear. Scared him away already.
God damn it, guys.
All because I can't speak.
Well,
Chim.
GG.
GG.
Calm down, I'm sorry.
Please excuse my fellow co-commentators.
Yeah, man, who booked this guy? Jesus. Insult
I mean, it's just I just can't speak. That's all.
They asked me to come here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, boy.
How'd you feel in seed though?
Oh, man, the light sword finished without gold gauntlets? That lucky bastard.
He got the other magic. Do you want to know where that was?
Yes, please. Yeah, where is the other one?
King Zora.
Wow, really?
Yep, with
Oh,
Prelude
so
in Ice
you either
Cavern
had
as
to
well.
go to GTG or you had to go to Ice, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, I was really considering going to ice, like, I'm really annoyed because my whole setup for this seed was when I got the letter so early, I'm like, right, I'm going to set up for ice as fast as possible because ice always has something. So I handed in the letter straight away. I did a few extra things as child straight away. I set up as much things as adult as possible. I even planted the bean in the lake. And then the second I turn adult, I see the hook shot in the graveyard. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Fuck this seed. That just essentially ruined my entire start. Because it meant that it was all a waste of time. I could have just gone to graveyard, planted the bean earlier, got the hook shot. In reality, all you need to do this seed is follow the way of the heroes the second you get them.
Pretty much. So it's kind of funny. We actually, not even kidding, it was probably like 12 minutes in or something like that. We already knew the hookshot was there because of Devin.
It doesn't surprise me. Did they rush chickens or?
No, they just went early adult. They just went early adult and they checked it and we saw it. And we're like, oh, there's hookshot.
Yeah, early adult really pays out because you get Song of Storms immediately, and you know exactly where the hookshot is. It pays out so hard, I just got burned a little bit by it. Like I'd say I wasted a good 20 minutes of extra child stuff where I could have just gone as adult and then just followed that route and just never really had to stray off it. Absolutely fuck the gold gauntlets in that chest. Oh my god. I couldn't believe when the gold gauntlets was vanilla double defense.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh my goodness gracious. I was like, oh, well this makes sense. If there's something if there's a key in the toilet, it means there's something on the center chest. Oh, it's golds. That sucks. Okay, let's quickly check the rest of Gerudo Fortress. So I was expecting to find Dins outside Ganon's castle, and lo and behold, double defense, vanilla. Yeah, that burned. Because it meant that if you just go water straight up, you can skip all of GTG.
Yeah. That was the funny thing. I remember Lightsword ended up doing Water Temple for anyone else. Speaking of Lightsword, GG.
GG's Lightsword.
GG's. Sorry for the restream snipe.
But so like I was about to say actually, if Lightsword had just unfroze King Zora, I think they could have almost certainly just completed the seed at that point, right? They would have just gone to Spirit Temple and just would have been in go mode.
Yeah, I believe Lightsword had already dipped water for the Dins at that point.
Yeah.
I was tempted. I was really tempted to go to water first, but just because GTG was slightly bigger, it just drove me towards that way. And because you can check the Iron Boots chest in GTG straight away, if that's not anything, then I leave. If there's nothing in toilet, I'm like, right, cool, I'm out. But because it was a key, it means you have to do all of GTG to get to the center. So yeah, Lightsword, you missed Gold's Gauntlets in the center of GTG, which led you to double defense outside Ganon's castle. So good job on skipping.
Honestly though, I don't know how I done that. I mean, I know, but it was just stupid. I felt like I've lost like 1 hour of doing absolutely nothing in Child 1. So when I saw that people were not finished, I said, okay, I will just try something really dumb and do Ice Cavern first. After having Dins in water, of course. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a big gamble again, and it paid off, but it was so stupid in my opinion.
I mean, like you said, it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out, I guess. Where was double magic though?
The other magic was on horseback archery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you either go GTG or Ice, basically. You have to do, or at least go near the area. You can skip GTG if you find magic.
Pretty much.
I was still looking for 3 items at that point, and then I found magic.
Yeah.
So
I think almost everyone was still looking for 3 items. We were seeing a lot of repeats from everybody on the stream. So.
Meanwhile, Zopa has finished in 18th place with a time of 3 hours, 11 minutes and 14 seconds. GG's to them.
GG's.
GG's anyone who finishes this within a good time.
Yeah.
If you skip child, you just do 3 song and then skip everything else. You breeze through this. You absolutely breeze through this.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we've got Devin finishing in just a few seconds here, who did the early adult.
I'd say another minute or two.
Oh, another minute, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of early adult, honestly.
Yeah, I think the one thing is here. I'd say it's like, outside of getting baited by like GTG, I'd honestly say that like, the seed was actually very solid, especially for being adjacent seed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was jet. Like this was
Yeah.
oops, it's a jet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
When I left child, I was like, okay, I've only got bombs and a hammer. This sucks. Where is everything? It's going to be the worst place as possible. Then Dodongo's cabin was fucking stacked.
It was very stacked.
And I was like, oh, there's my bow. There's 2 strengths. There's a scale, and oh man, it was absolutely stacked.
And Devin has just finished in 19th place with an hour of 3 hours, 13 minutes, and 26 seconds.
Nice. GG, Devin.
GG's to Devin.
GG.
And they will also be joining us for an interview. Yes.
That,
sorry.
yeah, that DC pissed me off. Like, I had really a lot of trouble focusing after that. I was really mad because I knew a lot of people would just do find DC Waves or Hero and rush adult and just go for there. And it was like, and I was 1 hour and 20 minutes in Child 1, and when I just checked DC and there was like, okay, there's that, and then yeah, oh fuck off.
Yeah, same. It took me ages to get to Dodongo's cabin.
I mean, so on the stream, like, shockingly enough, a lot of people didn't rush DC, which is kind of shocking to me.
I should, like, again, the only reason I didn't rush it, and I was like, man, I want to go to Dodongo's cabin so bad, was just because of Requiem. It was really bugging. The Hyrule Castle Way, the hero, I was like, right, that's probably Requiem. And then I eventually found DL, so it was Requiem, and I was like, right, why the fuck is this way the hero? There was nothing on the archway. The song was, I can't remember what the song was. But I was like, well, this can't really work. The song was
Nocturne, yeah.
Nocturne.
Yeah, Nocturne, yeah. So I was like, well, I doubt it's Requiem for Nocturne. And it took me ages to realize Requiem was way the hero because of the fucking lens. I was so mad. I was like,
lens.
oh my god, it's way the hero for the lens. Oh, and when I realized that, it just all fell apart because I really wanted to find like a slingshot or a boomerang or something. I was like, right, I just want to get into child spirit. And then it just clicked, and I could have just cried then and there. I was like, oh, it's all because of the lens. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there was a lot. I would definitely say there was a lot in the seed.
Also, Devin has joined us for an interview.
GG, Devin.
GG's Devin. Welcome in.
GG.
How'd you find it?
Well, I found it on OT.
I didn't have the race time results open as usual, and I was feeling so good about the seed, like almost the entire time, like 95% of the time I was feeling so so good about it. And when I was about to slay the pig, I looked at the results and I was like, holy shit, dude, there's no way.
You did really good.
It was fine overall, I think.
Mm-hmm. And Timmy's also finishing in 21st place, got sniped by Conditioner for 20th. Both runners, GG.
Yep.
Yeah.
GG's to everyone racing, as I'm going to switch us over to the interview screen.
Yep. Yeah, I'll see if I'm not sure how you said it exactly, but
Timito_soup.
Thank you.
I have one
The idea
question.
being tomato soup, I believe.
One question that's really burning inside of me. I really want to know, why is it always fucking Water Temple?
I was really...
Iron Boots and Well Wave the hero, and there was nothing else. And I was like, okay, so it could be water, but it is always water. So I wanted to do something different, and I went to GTG and was like, Song of Time was also in a way of the hero location. So I was like, maybe toilet's the big brain play, but it wasn't.
Yep.
And if I I had Feroz the entire time, but I didn't have magic, so I couldn't set Feroz in GTG. So I was like, okay, might as well clear it. And then magic was on horseback. So if I had done horseback beforehand, then I would have just placed Feroz and tried something else.
Did
Yeah.
you also get baited into outside Ganon's castle?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
what was the third strength? Sorry for just
in the
interrupting.
middle of GTG?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With a key on
That's
toilet.
Yeah, because the only reason I did the center of GTG was because of the key on toilet. I'm like, right, if this is way the hero for this key, it means there's something in the center. So
Yeah.
I just cleared it, and it was strength 3, and it was
Oh.
double defense, vanilla.
Yeah, one
No,
thing
I
that-
did horseback. I did horseback archery before GTG, and
Yeah,
then
sure.
magic just led me to the rest of the scene. So I didn't even do GTG, so I didn't even know.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Devin.
I
Did
should have
anyone-
done it first, but even if I did it first, I wouldn't have had Dins at that point, so I would have still fallen down the trap, honestly.
Yeah. So did anyone do ice?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Light sword did. The other
I-
magic was on King Zora.
Oh. damn.
Oh no. Okay, so I didn't touch Adult Zora's domain at all.
So it ended
What
up being that Light Sword was the only one that ended up having Prelude too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that'd have been so good today. Not having Prelude today sucked ass.
Yeah, a
that's
little
why,
bit.
that's why I tell everybody. I'd so much prefer having like Prelude over Serenade.
I was-
No one ever believes me.
I don't.
Well, I don't believe you.
No one ever believes me.
Mm.
I preach it every time, and then people get a seed without Prelude, and they're like, "This fucking."
Oh,
sucks."
wait. I do want to know one thing. What do you think about seeds like having Serenade and Sun Song versus having Prelude?
Nah, you can't really start with, as in getting given it. Or...
I mean, Sun Song is like infinitely better than either of those songs. To be fair,
Sun Song.
Oh no. No, what I mean is because like the only issue that I have with Serenade versus Prelude is time of day. You have to watch out that your time of day matches up. So I'm saying, do you prefer Serenade and Sun Song together to Prelude or not? That's what I'm asking.
I mean, I would take Serenade Sun Song like over just Prelude any day. To be honest,
Okay.
I mean, it's
fair
2
enough.
songs, right?
Oh well, yeah. That's
So
the
it's-
other
it's
thing.
all-
yeah,
that's-
one is
that's-
2
that's
songs,
already better.
and 2, like it's just having the ability to change it from day to night is just way too powerful.
But yeah, okay. I guess that does kind of destroy my hypothetical. I wanted to know if the time of day changing effect is enough for you to like Serenade again.
No,
Basically.
not really, not at all. I mean,
Well, then I don't understand you at all.
not that I hate Serenade. It's just if I have to choose which variant song I get out of those 2, I'd rather have Prelude over Serenade.
Okay.
Like I'll take Serenade if I can get it.
If I don't have Epona, I would take Serenade any day over Prelude. Like
Same.
walking over Hyrule toward GTG or
But getting
or water is just like a nightmare.
getting a Hyrule Castle as child when you don't have either is probably like the worst thing. in the
Yeah.
world.
Well, you want one of them at least. Anyway,
Yeah.
what a tangent we've gone on here.
Went deep down the rabbit hole there.
Yeah.
Devin.
Do we
I got you this time.
do we have
I'm just
any...
gonna say one thing.
Okay.
Say it.
I'll see you in brackets.
I hope so. Rematch of the century confirmed, dude. Holy
Yep.
shit.
we may need to get a setting stool between you two then.
Maybe.
Oh no.
Does chat or any of my other commentators or even the runners, do you guys have any further questions?
Sure. There's one more thing I always like to ask this every single time with the Scrubs thing is, obviously when we're here in Scrubs, we're here to improve, right? So is there anything you feel like you guys learned from here and improved since your last your last seed?
Since the last seed that I played.
Yeah.
Try to skip GTG if possible.
I mean, that's just not true, but
Yeah, definitely don't agree.
That's off joke.
I know.
there was one thing I did today that I didn't do the other times that was good, but I don't remember. It was like in the middle of the seed. It's so long ago now.
Fair enough.
I just remember having that feeling. Well, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to know, like, if you guys feel like you felt like you improved or you learned something new today that might help you in your next.
Probably just solidified one cycle to another a bit more, honestly.
Yeah.
You had a very good bongo, by the way.
Yeah, I did enjoy bongo this time around. It's really fun just doing the spin strats.
Yeah.
Especially with that bigger on sword. Which, by the way, fuck that bigger on sword placement so much.
Yeah.
Did anyone else get it? Did anyone else on Restream get it?
No one else in this region got it. I think you.
Oh, okay. I literally warped to Minuet and went out of my way to get that. Like,
I was tempted.
and waited like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? If Bolero wasn't on all dungeons, I would go and get that in a heartbeat. But
Yeah, of course.
I couldn't justify finishing water to get Bolero. Man, the logic in this seed was really throwing me through a loop. At one point, and I was sitting there thinking, right, what the hell's going on? At one point, I thought Jason had somehow managed to roll all dungeons to get Song of Time to unlock fucking Mirror Shield or something like that to get Saria's song. And in my head, I was like, this is the worst thing of all time. If he's rolled that, this is the worst thing of all time.
Yeah, I was worried too.
I was aggressively hunting down hints just to prove that couldn't be the thing.
Hey, did you not get the hint about Song of Time being on Adult?
No, I did. No, that's why I did it, because Song of Time was behind Saria's and Minuet, and I didn't have those for ages. So I was like,
you were trying to figure out the logic. I got it.
Yeah, so I was just trying to work out why Iron Boots are Way the Hero at that point. I was like, why are they Way the Hero? Surely it's not for all dungeons, because we don't have the song yet, but I don't have Serenade or Sarians.
Yeah.
And then I just went down the horrible thinking, oh no, Jason has rolled a fucking monster. And finding Minuet was the biggest sigh of relief I've ever given my entire life.
Yeah. Jason rolling a monster. Thinking.
Yeah, who knew?
Thinking emoji.
Honestly, though, he kind of did. But that the fucking bottom of the well Way the Hero.
Yeah.
So strong. It wasn't bait, but it also led me to.
It was truly disappointing. Bottom of the well was so disappointing.
Yeah. Leaving there with just Iron Boots was really depressing.
Yeah.
I think this seed can be summed up with one simple emote. Pepega.
Is it Pepega?
Yeah. It is always Pepega.
Always.
I will say, I do actually have an answer to the question now that you asked. It just took me a little second.
That's fine.
To the question of what did I learn today, and I think mostly what this seed was like follow the fundamentals. Like there was nothing fancy this seed in my opinion.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it was just like do the things that make sense. Go to the check dense locations. Do the things that make sense. Follow your waths. Full clear your waths. All of those like paid off today and were like all you needed to beat the seed. And I think I did well. Like in that sense, personally, I think I did well in that sense. Like not letting anything get into my head. Not like I don't know. Not doing any like really really crazy plays or whatever. I just followed the fundamentals and I finished the seed in 3 hours, which is I think was good. Yeah,
it's great.
I'm happy.
If you follow Wath this seed, the only thing you need to do is find magic.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything's given to you. The only thing that's not given to you on a silver platter is magic.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you find that, you're laughing. So yeah, you just follow all the way the heroes. If you just skip Child as much as you can, follow Waths, and then
Yeah.
just leave. That's it. GG. Just as
Yeah.
soon as you find
Yeah.
magic.
True. I definitely agree. I think the lesson here to be learned is that don't overthink things. Don't overthink it. Like that's pretty much the entire lesson from this seed.
Yeah. Don't overthink Requiem Way the hero till you realise that lens is on the.
Yeah.
That fucking lens, dude.
My God, that lens! I could have screamed.
Right.
Okay, so what I learned today is that I should learn how to eyeball Reverse Wasteland because my setup is, for whatever reason, when I'm in a race, my setup just doesn't work. It's crazy. I need to reconsider that. And also, can we very quickly talk about that Dodongo's Cavern? What the fuck was that?
Everyone's been talking about it.
That was crazy.
So dumb.
Like there was
There were,
5
like-
different. Oh shit.
2 strengths.
It's not the Dungo's Cavern that you are looking for.
2 strengths. That's what I just want to point out.
Yeah.
2 strengths.
Yeah, it was mostly just like that the Dongo's Cavern had like 3 moments where I was thinking, do I bail on the rest
Yeah,
of this? And
exactly.
I'm so glad I didn't because
Like-
every time, even on King the Dongo himself, there was
Yeah.
an important item. That's so funny.
I felt exactly
Yes,
the
that's
same.
right.
Like, the more checks you did in this in DC, the more you wanted to bail. It was so tempting.
And
But again-
the worse it would have been to do so.
Yeah.
But again, that's where I went into my I thought about it real good and I was like, follow the fundamentals, full clear your Woths. Just do it. Like, yeah, again,
Pretty much.
the main motto of the scene, basically.
Yeah, follow the fundamentals. And watch, we're gonna take this lesson, right, and then we're gonna go into the next one and it's gonna be completely different. It's gonna be like
Yeah.
just throw the fundamentals. Sometimes you have to because that is true sometimes with certain seeds. Sometimes you do have to throw the fundamentals.
Of
to
course,
the
of
side.
course.
So don't take that to absolute heart, but do bear it in mind and do always try to remember your fundamentals.
Yeah.
Right.
Never fucking skip the Deku Scrub in Lost Woods because you're out of money. Grind the money.
Just great.
Yeah.
Omega lol.
Oh
Isn't
my
that
God.
so?
Alright, Sonic apparently has something.
Yes. So before I end the stream, we have an announcement that Jason has been told to give us. So Jason, if you want to,
X.
yeah, everyone press X for Jason. But if you want to, hello, Jason.
How's it going?
I have no words for you, friend.
That's okay. I'm used to that.
Same.
So, as you all know, this particular qual was the last live qualifying race for Season 2. And I just want to give a big thanks to everybody that joined all of these qualifiers. It exceeded what any of us as staff believed would come from this particular season. We knew it was going to be bigger than last season, which was why we increased it to 5 groups and having 40 people. We didn't expect to double that number. So it's really a shout out to those that joined the races and did all the offline quals as well. There, as of yesterday, when the spreadsheet was updated, we had a total of 127 people who participated in at least one qualifier, whether it be offline or live. And 80 of those 127 have hit that qualified status. So it's tremendous. So huge thanks. If you are still missing a qualifier, there's still time to get your get an offline qual tonight at midnight Pacific time. So what is that? Just under 9.5 hours. The offline request channel will close. You will not be allowed to request any more offline quals after that time. You will have until August 3rd, so basically as soon as August 3rd starts for Pacific time, to submit your offline race. After that point, that form will close and you will not be allowed to submit your times anymore. Following that, staff will be having a discussion, looking over the times, the points, and everything like that, and we will be releasing a list. If you've read the announcement this morning, this sounds familiar. We'll we'll be releasing a list of those that will be participating, listed in alphabetical order. This way, there's no like bias as to who's listed where, and there's no hint as far as who's going to be in what group. It's meant to just be plain and simple. These are the people going into season 2 in alphabetical order, and we'll be doing a bracket reveal show, which will have the groups and the seeds for each of those runners. So definitely keep an eye out. But really, just thank you all. Thank you to everybody that's volunteered, all the restreamers, commentators, trackers, even the other staff members who have race moderated, to the runners who have made this possible. We definitely couldn't have done it without you guys. So thank you so much for being a part of this, and we look forward to a very successful bracket stage of season 2. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much, Jason. As I've flashed up, that is the current upcoming schedule. I had to change it because it was saying February 8th, when instead it's actually August 2nd. But yes, on August 2nd at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern or 7 o'clock in the morning Universal, those submissions will close. And then coming soon will be our Season 2 Brackets reveal show.
Theaters near you.
Yeah. So
that you should be going.
Yes. So finally, I would like to give a shout out to our runners, Chimpan Reeve, Timmy 2 Soup, The Light Sword, and Daredevil X. I would like to give a huge shout out to our trackers, Bitsy, iBot, Deadly Thunder, and Shawnee, and of course to the commentators, myself, Sonic Arpika, Slower the Demon, and Hitting Hero. Finally, from all of us here, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you in that bracket reveal show